Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Hoist the Colors.
Yarr.
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 Hello.
Oh crap, I need water.
Always the way. This is why I fill my water bottle theoretically before the stream starts.
I was playing with plastic.
That's fine. I'm not going to hold it against you.
I don't think anyone's going to touch that, really.
No, not really. There's a little bit of Barbie in all of us. Thanks, microplastics. So delicious. But yes, how is everyone? It has been a week.
Oh,
It's been a week. Correct.
I should probably
Well
put
done.
that diagram in the discussion on Discord, shouldn't I? Or should I wait until we actually talk about it?
Which diagram?
You know what? We'll wait until we actually do
plan?
that.
Oh, I have
did
it
you
as a
upload
scene.
that into Foundry?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay,
I have it
then
as
we
a
don't
scene.
need. It doesn't need to be in there.
Also, players, I have given you drawing privileges.
Oh, finally! He's
This
gonna
is-
take them away after this session.
This is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
privilege,
no, I understand.
not a
I
right.
understand. Yeah, yes, thank you. Thank you, Matthew. It's like that stupid the GIF mod that you could put GIFs in the Foundry chat, which, despite, you know, it's basically broken. It doesn't work anymore. So even
Nah.
if you were trying to moderate that, I installed it and I couldn't do anything with it. And I was very, very upset.
There is. I think I had it for Abomination Vaults for a little while, but yeah, it
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah, it broke. Very
Because
sad.
Oh, they're all in the wrong color now. I can't change that.
oh,
Are they based on the color of your token thing?
Yes. It should start off with the color of your token, and then it will change to.
Oh, but
whatever
mine's white as well.
Okay, well, never mind.
Also,
It's-
Lakutos, thank you for being continuously creepy with Logi. That's kind of what he's there for. But yeah,
If you feel like Loggy's not good enough of an emote, you could always go and get yourself a compy.
that is very true.
Oh my! I forgot that you created that emote. That was such a good T-shirt.
Well, it was requested, but there's a good reason I haven't put it on Discord.
But yes, use your channel points to buy emotes or subscribe and get all of them.
Oh yeah. Also, it allows you to bypass like ads and things when they happen.
That's also quite convenient.
I enjoy
I
it.
found out today ads are kind of annoying if they are timed improperly.
Some people have actually recently turned them up as well, which is a fun thing. But I think she might actually be in the chat. I know Shog Mommy actually times it. Like they have a timer going, and as soon as the ads come up, they go to like a be right back screen.
Aha! Oh, that's nice.
Ah, fun.
And I know that if you put 3 minutes worth of ads every hour to an hour and a half, it also stops them from just coming up randomly, which is one of the reasons why I do it.
You get your control.
Get my control, get the couple of cents that actually comes out from it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, everyone's had a good
Success.
week.
I have some project hangover, which was new to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I took Thursday off because I just couldn't get anything done on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need time to have my brain work again, and I think I'm still technically under somewhat of a lapse in focus, but that's just a bit of recovery. But I'm sure I'll be fine by the time it comes around again.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look, I know I had that not too long ago. I think I'm pretty much over it. Actually, that's an interesting segue because Sinclair's Almanac is imminent.
Yeah. Woo!
Whoa!
I'm not allowed to put a date on it yet, but we
Oh, do it, you coward.
have done all the anchors for the PDF. So it'll have chapter navigation and stuff like that. We're also going to be going through and putting hyperlinks into the PDF so people can just click on a spell and it should take them to the Archives of Nephis site that references that thing. But we're just
Nice.
getting that all settled, and the last little things like the thank yous and the credits and the content warnings and all that other fun stuff. So hopefully this coming week, hopefully.
Nick. Yes, that is Nick.
Nick, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine
Nick's doing just dandy.
Go on with your little game.
with the little game? That's fine. I see how it is. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out or done the other things, or if you didn't back it, etc., that website should take you there. I have also been told that we're probably going to be putting it on Drive-Thru RPG as well, so you can keep an eye out for that. So if you have like the Drive-Thru RPG credits or you just prefer using the site, you should be able to go through there for it as well.
I remember Matt tried to sell it to me by giving me a 5% luck bonus.
It
As
has
people
panned
can
out.
tell from my natural ones, that was a lie, and Matt has no power over fortune.
I do not have power over fortune. I am something of a luck child, but that's more of a personal thing than something that I can extend to my players, unfortunately.
Matt 20 my ass. Give me the 20s. I'm gonna need them tonight.
Well, we'll see how you
Are
actually
we
go. tonight.
demanding the 20s from Matt?
Yes.
Look,
Fair
if
enough.
I could give you more natural 20s, I probably would. But such is the medium with which we are functioning that there is only so much that I can do. I'm trying to figure if I got any other announcements or anything. I also have been helping out on a Rare Ancestries project for PFI. The first book is out now. It is the Ifrit Ancestry. So if you want to go for a full ancestry that is a Ifrit as opposed to a versatile heritage, that is available. I do not have the website on me, and I'm kind of scared that OBS is going to crash on me. So I'm probably not going to go looking for it.
Ifrit like horrible people in PF2E as they are in like almost every other medium.
Not really.
Generally, I feel like most of the ancestries in Pathfinder, compared to every other medium, they're like, yeah, these are just chill dudes, chill
They're just
little guys.
they're people. I'm currently in Pathfinder Society. We're going through the Genie Binder arc that PFS did. And it's going into a lot of the details with all the genies and how they interacted, and pretty much taking out the last gasps of genie binders left in the world. And yeah, Ifrits are just your people. Some of them are more prone to anger than others, and there is some fire passion, and there's some political intrigue that happens between the various groups of Dijin. Like they hate the Madrids.
I can't wait for you to transition to this scene.
Look,
This
I'm
is
noticing
good.
some drawing has been done. I'm not sure if we want to do the Where's Waldo thing for it.
It's pretty obvious.
We had to scroll up for it. There's a very
That
good
is pretty
chance.
amazing. Well, how about we move on over? Because I don't think anyone else has any other things they want to say.
No,
do.
Space Marine 2 got delayed, so
Yeah,
I'm
no,
a
that
little
is very
upset
sad.
about that.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Was a bummer. But my news.
Yes.
Is I'm done with work for the year.
Oh
No,
yeah.
with study for the year. I have just an endless grassland ahead of me of free time. And I already can feel it in my loins that it's going to be utterly wasted on League of Legends.
Oh god.
That's where you should find some
You
other
had us
addiction.
until the end there.
I
I'm
know,
not gonna lie.
I know, that's the tragedy. That's the
You
build
should
up in
pick
the...
up hardcore World of Warcraft. Like
No,
the rest
no,
of those
no.
streamers.
Or
No.
you could join me on Guild Wars.
Oh, look, I did think about Guild Wars, and I'm still thinking about Guild Wars. And
Or you could just have a life.
you know
For
what?
us?
That's so true. That's very valid. But
There's always the Podge.
there is always
get
a pod.
into
That is very much
Legos?
going to be on the up.
Oh
This-
yeah,
I'm so
spend
looking forward-
$1,000 on a Venator class cruiser.
No,
Get
here's the
into
thing.
Lego.
I just googled Guild Wars 2 free. Yes, it is free to play like the core version of the game for free. So yes, I'm going to be jumping into Guild Wars. It shall be a thing.
Oh, when you do, let me know.
Sure.
Oh, hey, Hero
Mono-
point for me.
Monetarily, it's free, but it still costs you.
Lakutos is like, no, we're not going to give Mosh a hero point because Jules mentioned League of Legends, and that is, it's not okay.
That's fair and
It's
right.
probably on the
It's
way.
yeah,
I've-
you know,
I've
if we're
already
going to
put it up
remove the
there.
hero point from my sheet that I start with as well. That's only fair. I'm sorry, guys.
You're about to jump into hardcore World of Warcraft, Shog? Yeah.
It's a good. It's enjoyable. It's a different experience to your classic MMO where you can just try stuff. And
I don't know. Like I saw that. Who's the content creator that did the YouTube essay? Like it's rude to suck at World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
in a sense,
What?
And I watched that video and it made me feel intellectual and hoity-toity. So therefore, I will not play WoW.
Dan Olson.
That's
But-
it. The Dan Olsen video. It's very good, by the way. But
in that sense, if you're playing it with hardcore WoW, because people can't afford for you to be bad, they're more inclined to try and teach you and guide you to be
no,
good.
that's sus. Like honestly, I've had so much experience with League, which is clearly the objective metric of all online communities. And if you're bad at something,
Clearly.
if you're bad at something to the expense of the teammates around you, it is non-stop abuse. That's the only way forward. That's the only way people respond to these kinds of things. And it's a very good perspective to have in life.
That's fair. That's very true. League of Legends is the baseline.
Yep.
When the baseline is
It is
just
not a toxic
combination
outlier
of,
at all. Yeah.
combination of chlorine and sodium.
It's,
Reaction is always going to go well.
See, my experiences with Guild Wars 2 is very weird because I mostly just solo it anyway.
Yeah, no, totally. MMOs are for soloing, in my opinion. That's my hot take of the day. Thanks, everyone. I'll be here a week.
That's why they're massively multiplayer,
Yeah,
so
right?
they can ignore everyone else.
So it's
My
Massively.
favorite MMOs are Star Wars: The Old Republic and Elder Scrolls Online. All of
Okay,
which are very ostensibly single-player games.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
that
Having played both of them, yes, absolutely.
look, you know that phenomenon where you see a bunch of people running down the street and you just start running with them? And you're
No.
not even sure what's going on. You're just like, oh, people are running in this direction. I'm going to join them. That's Guild Wars 2. Like, you could just be doing your own thing and be completely happy and chilling out. And then all of a sudden, like, 50 people rush past. And it's just like, okay. And you just join them. And all of a sudden, you go from, like, doing a couple little events around the map to facing down an Elder Dragon as a world boss. And you're just like, well, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, those world events are very good in Guild Wars. I will say that for the stupid amount of time I've sunk into that.
I'll be honest, the only MMO I have dedicated serious amount of time to playing with other people in is not even an MMORPG. It's Foxhole, which is like an MMO war game.
Yeah.
It's very fun. I joined the Navy in it, and I
Yeah.
sailed boats.
Young man.
This is the closest I
Yeah.
can currently do to an MMO, and frankly, it's on thin ice.
Well, all that said, who remembers what happened last week as I go through the gallery that I have given my players drawing tools for?
Lore.
We got to see
Lore.
Sisumbaji.
Lore.
Yeah, so we went to the Pirate Council, and the Pirate Council, basically was like, we info dumped about the Akata, and we learned that there was a big Akata that someone else fought, and then I
bigger
stole
than a
all the
bristleback.
intel
Mhm.
from the from
Map.
their map, and then we went on. We got assigned first dibs on a big merchant ship,
You did?
Hmm.
and also a fort.
Yeah. Nice.
And we now realized, there's a space on this council, and we only have one ship, so it's gonna look pretty pathetic if we only have one ship if we rock up back to this place again. So yeah, we're gonna get more ships, so when we come back after doing stuff, they're like, oh, you can do stuff. And then the next time we go out, we're gonna get more ships. and then we're gonna get more ships, and then the
We're gonna
bone
have
guy.
a flotilla.
We are gonna have a flotilla, and then the dragon turtle guy is gonna be like, "I'm still cooler than you," and we're gonna very much confirm that a dragon turtle being the admiral of an entire fleet is definitely true, because dragon turtles in the ocean are cool.
All the way down.
Yeah.
Well done.
But no, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't have anything to add there.
I just want to add that I know that Sessions Without Combat have this sort of view about them in the community, but I fucking loved it. I think it was dope, and I always love myself a pirate council.
Well, I was going to say, there is one spot, as Sam said, there is one spot available in the Pirate Council. Is Captain Archie looking at it? You know,
Oh, yeah.
with
Do
them
it.
eyes?
Yeah, do it.
He's not actively going to try and get it, but he's absolutely going to make himself look like the only option available. He's not gonna do anything to go, "You should pick me,"
Oh,
but he's
so
just gonna try
perfect.
and overshadow everyone else.
Not
So
going to fight
perfect for the
for it.
game. Amazing.
Yeah. Not gonna fight for it, not gonna ask for it.
I will say the spot left on the council is there for a reason.
Oh, I just thought we were gonna have to kill one of the council members to get onto the council. That's what I was plotting for. I was like, we can probably take Captain Asher. Like,
Oh yeah,
what,
we probably could.
Sneeple? We totally can take Sneeple.
I mean, she was almost dead last time we saw her, so
Well, that's Ash's first mate.
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, that's right.
Yes, his first mate is a Medusa.
Medusa.
Or a Stethno, depending on what phrase you use, what terminology.
A Gorgon lady.
The Dracula.
A very nice woman.
Look, I've considered a vampire ship. I'm just having trouble figuring out how that would work.
World of Warcraft.
What?
No. Warhammer. That's the one.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, all the same.
World of Warhammer Craft.
Well, yeah, so if the ship is one giant coffin, it can transport them across flowing water.
So
Wow. Wow.
Builds the
Wow.
most poorly hydrodynamically designed ship just cause.
Well, that's the vampire rules are that they can't cross moving water unless they're in their coffin. So you just have to have a ship that is their coffin, according to the vampire rules.
I have actually put a little bit of thought into this. If no one's aware of like the history of different nations and how they built ships, it's absolutely fascinating. Korea, for instance, used to have these ships, and the whole idea was they took the idea from turtles, and they had these shells that they could put over the top of the ships.
Yeah.
That still left the sails and the masts free to like flow and everything else like that, but kept everyone on the deck pretty well protected.
Interesting.
And I was like, that is phenomenal. I love that. I'm stealing that.
Oh, is that how the Dragon Turtle guys got all these ships?
No, it's just easier to, rock up to a ship as a dragon turtle and be like, surrender.
That's true.
What's the distinction between just your common garden variety box and a coffin?
Dirt.
You know,
Budget.
9-inch nails.
I think it has to do with like.
Does that have to
the
be like
vi-
de-sanctified or something?
I don't know.
Grave dirt, isn't it?
I don't know the actual rules with vampires and coffins. I don't know
One's
if they just have
definitely
to,
got
like,
a corpse in it.
really
okay.
have to vibe with it,
Dracula
Just have to
was on the
believe in it.
Demeter in his own coffin. So long as he's being transported, he's good on any kind of ship or UPS
Yeah, but
package.
what's to say that, like, does a coffin need to be a specific size? Because I think the point being, like, the whole ship could be a coffin operationally.
I think it's you just have to be like interred in it. I think that's what it is.
Hey,
I mean, like,
now I'm scared
elbows
of
touching the walls, feet touching the bottom, head touching the top, that kind of a thing. And do you need to be touching the sides for it to count?
now I'm scared of a contortionist vampire. So thanks for that. Nikki.
That is an unpleasant thought.
Oh, but I love it though.
You just like get in
No.
a shoebox and like open it, and it's just like, blah!
Bolo from Soul Calibur.
No.
For a moment there, I thought you were gonna say,
Voldo? Voldo?
No,
Voldo!
it's Volo.
Volo from 5th edition of D&D.
Oh, wait.
early in the
From
game.
Baldur's Gate 3?
He's a character who's been around since the beginning of.
I'm
Forgotten Realms.
aware. I just
Matt
think it's
loves
funny to
Volo.
say
Voldo.
from Baldur's Gate
Yeah,
3.
Matt, recount what happens when you talk to Volo for the first time.
Look, it's fine. I didn't realize that shoving him was enough to cause a war crime. Because I don't like the guy. I don't like the words that were coming out of his mouth. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to playfully shove him. And you know what? The druids looked at it and was like, wow, war crime time.
I like how it was playfully shove him and not the aggressive action shove.
Yeah, Matt, you understand that the shove action counts as a hostile action for the purposes of losing degrees of favor.
Oh, look, it's worse. I was aiming him at the cliff.
Also, just as an aside, there's been a Twitter thread lately of making Philomena Conk as the guide to Baldur's Gate, and it's frankly amazing.
For
I need to watch
context, for anyone that doesn't know what Nick's talking about there, Philomena Kunk is a BBC show where a persona lady called Philomena Kunk goes and interviews various historians and goes to places to do a documentary about a particular topic, but then just asks the most irrelevant questions. It's
One was
difficult to explain without.
It's a
Seeing
satire on
it.
the whole historical documentary.
Yes.
Front
Genre.
person leading the explanation of historical facts. Yeah.
One was like,
It's brilliant.
It's hard to believe I'm standing in Moonrise Towers, and that's because I'm not, because it's scary over there, and
Yeah.
There's a shadow curse.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, just quickly though, I did look up what makes a coffin for the purposes of
God.
vampirism. So it needs to be the coffin that they were laid to rest in. If there wasn't
Yep.
one when they died or was transformed, it can be built after fact, but a new coffin cannot be adopted until the previous one is destroyed. Has to be built from a wood from the tree from the vampire's home, and has to be sprinkled with a little bit of soil from the vampire's home. So I think with those as qualifiers,
You
the
could
ship
make a boat.
You could make a boat. You could make a
boat.
coffin
yeah,
boat.
you absolutely could. Or, what happens if everyone, like an entire crew, dies and gets turned on a ship?
Yeah. There's nothing
And
about
they get
sharing
laid,
coffins.
and they get laid to rest there.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not sure what you'd do about the grave dirt there, but
there's dirt down
Sand.
below.
Some
just
sand,
throw the
yeah.
sand up.
What sand is just a form of
No,
soil.
wait,
that
the
is...
bilge.
Ah.
Because the bilge would have, like, particulates and stuff in it. You just have to filter
Yeah.
it out. Oh,
Yeah.
God. No. Okay. Anyway,
I've got a jar of dirt.
players. Do you have any other preparations you want to do before leaving Miranda Bay?
Well, we just found out that we had a +1 potency rune for a hull, which I just bought for an amount of money.
That was mysterious. I wonder how that got there.
Matt.
Yes.
Just totally unrelated question. Have you cooked up the moderate sea spray yet?
I have, in fact, cooked it up because it's really easy to cook up.
Okay, I don't have that item and I would like to purchase it.
You'd like to have that one?
I'd like to have that one available for purchase, as I believe it is within my level range.
It should be.
It's a 3rd level item.
Sorry for everyone
Yeah.
watching. It's just a case of I have made a bunch of stuff for this game.
Me too.
Matt, can you please pan the camera to the top right of the screen?
Oh, I had it on the top right for a while. Because I just
I'm
thought that was
surprised
great.
you didn't do any OWOs up there, Nick.
Oh, whoa.
It is ridiculously hard to draw with these things.
I could imagine.
You have a text box.
I'm surprised you didn't do an ara. That'd be
I'm not a-
easier.
I am not a degenerate.
Drawing on Foundry's butts? Yeah, no, it absolutely is.
And then I'm gonna ask, would anyone be mad at me if I borrowed 80 gold pieces from the stash?
No,
Good.
Okay.
that's exactly where I spent all the money for those consumables from.
Okay. Let me just
Because he's a jerk like that. I mean, what?
80.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to buy the coat of swarms.
You gotta buy the coat of swarms? Did I actually put it in there?
like
yeah.
a coat of arms,
Cool.
but swarms.
No, it's
no,
worse.
it means my rats can as opposed to just sort of like hiding clustered around the bottom of Sunshine, they can now actually get into Sunshine's coat.
Great.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's fine, yeah? It's fine.
Isn't the swarm bigger than Sunshine?
Yes.
It's an extra dimensional space.
Oh, okay.
It specifies within the... Like, it's in there. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Just, random rats pouring out from Sunshine.
I do
Honestly,
need to
that's
sort
the
out
least worrying thing about
my
Sunshine.
inventory now, though, so I think I just put that in my backpack.
Alright, you should have access to the compressed sea spray now.
Awesome.
But- Buying some... Getting a hold of some compressed sea spray. There's some upper
Yeah.
stuff I kind of want to experiment with as well, but I will discuss that with players during the week.
Okay.
Particularly, Capinacci, have you attuned to your staff?
I have.
Excellent.
In my daily preparations, I have, instead of my staff of water, I have prepared my figurehead staff, which means I don't actually get my staff of water benefits. So that can be worn. And this can be held in one hand.
Oh yeah. I'm considering a feed later on that allow you to attune to two staffs, but only one of them gets charges.
Isn't that something wizards can do?
I will have to double check, but I don't think so. It was just like attune to two staffs at once, but only one of them gets charges. So you have to spend your spell slots to charge the other one. It's like, I wonder if anyone would even want that.
What if we just stuck the two sticks together? What then?
Just kind
Make
of
one staff.
duct tape them, or just kind of do the Zelda thing.
I've played Legend of Zelda. It's fine.
You know how this goes.
Just as long as we find a Goron, we'll be fine.
Well, speaking of, because now someone is continuing to draw.
You don't know me.
Majora, who would have ever have done that?
I'm just
But
trying to
it
figure out
literally,
whether that guy there has been impaled or...
I was trying to make a pirate, but I couldn't make a eye patch.
I mean, I thought that was a bandana, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that works. Anyway,
Just hanging out with his bird.
anything else you wish to do in Miranda Bay?
I don't think so.
Has everyone got a ranged weapon?
No.
Casters don't count.
I
they
have
have
a
ranged-
ranged weapon.
You have a ranged weapon? Awesome.
How much is a returning rune?
Not too much.
Juliet?
50 gold.
I think it's 30.
I think so as well. It's the throwing rune that's expensive.
It's double digits.
Hold on one second, guys.
Is there a cursed item called a returning rune?
It's not called returning, it's called something else.
Cowards.
55 gold pieces!
What?
And it needs to be etched onto a thrown weapon. I don't know
Yes.
if it
Yeah.
needs a thrown trait.
Yeah.
I
Javelins,
guess I'll get a
etc.
crossbow then.
Were you gonna put that on your anchor?
No.
Oh,
That's silly. Why would anyone do that?
Right, League of Legends.
Right. Magic
I'm
being
getting a
charged for it.
crossbow. I've gotten
Okay.
the implication. That's fine.
With turning anchor though, that would be incredible for a ship.
Oh,
It would be very good. It's also built into a ship. That's how anchors work. That's the thing.
hmm.
Yeah, but then you don't have to, like,
You don't
Pull it
need
up
to use the
yourself.
capstan. Yeah.
I'm gonna get a
just be
heavy
like,
crossbow because I want to
"Back, boy."
resent every moment using it. I feel like the reload time is gonna really sink that in. All right.
There's always the arbalist.
What's that?
You're a
Oh
Venator,
yeah,
aren't you?
that's a new thing.
Where you throw an arbor at someone.
No, it's
the
a new crossbow.
martial one.
Yeah.
It's a reload 1, slightly less range. What's the weapon die on that? D10. What's the heavy crossbow?
Think about the same.
It has backstabber as well.
Got backstabber.
D10.
Yeah.
That's the
So-
thing that a lot of people are excited
Heavy
about.
crossbow is just a little bit more range for like 10 feet more range for another reload action. That's annoying. So what's the point of doing heavy crossbow then? If that
Simple weapon.
Simple.
simple weapon, I see.
Yeah.
It's
That's
for
because
wizards.
crossbows
I
used
guess.
to be bows, so to speak.
Yeah. What
And
does
they were simple bows.
backstabber do?
Extra
Stab them
damage
in
if
the
they're
back.
flat-footed.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the gold situation like from the stash? Can I just use
I
stash?
think
gold
we're
to
pretty
battle?
good. Yeah, I
Alright.
mean,
Yeah,
if it's
I
for the purposes of benefiting everyone, yeah.
Perfect.
How about you?
Alright. Thank you.
You'll have to go through solar.
Alright.
Oh my goodness.
I'll sort that out.
Yep, does an extra precision damage.
At
if
least
you're
we'll get
flat-footed.
use out of
Off-guard,
those
sorry.
sleep arrows then now.
Look, I have specified already you can use those in a firearm. Or a sling.
Yeah, who's got a firearm?
Well, I can't help you there. But I do have spell guns available, because they're fun
Oh,
and
yeah.
nifty.
Those did look cool, but I didn't actually look at them properly. I just looked at the names.
I looked at the salt water or like the water one, and then I was like, but I already have a sea sprayer, and then I was like, I don't need it. So
Alright. Well, if everyone's shopping is done,
yeah,
when are you setting sail? Is the plan to do it at like dawn or...
whenever the tide is right.
Yeah, El Navigatore. Actually, we should probably do some pre-checks as based on our objective. So we want to find and sink a logistic ship along the way
Yeah.
to we expect to be on its way through the port. So based on Sunshine's map examinations earlier, are there any supply ships that look like they're heading towards that fort?
from out of Miranda Bay? Doesn't look like it.
No. From that's the Crown. Any Crown supply ships that are headed towards the fort.
Yeah.
I
that
need
have
a
been
sailing
spotted.
a sailing lore check.
Would
Okay.
navigation work, Matt?
Navigation will work. However, one
Which
person
is
can
better?
one person can aid. The other one does the primary check, and whoever's
I'll do
aiding
the
needs to
primary
go
check
needs to go
because
first.
I've got all the bajillion bonuses.
And keep in mind that the ADC has been dropped to 15 now.
Yeah. I'll do society because that's just a bigger number and it doesn't matter. That's a success.
Awesome.
That is a success.
That
You'll get the plus
will-
one.
It's +1. And is my bonus from the looking at the map, is that a status or circumstance?
That would be an item bonus.
It's an item bonus. Okay.
You're using an item to assist with your check.
Item +2.
Look at me using logic.
Item add.
I'm not old,
aid
just about the funny hues
+1.
and
Add.
the critting animal
Okay.
companions.
And I will roll that.
All right. I actually have to check that now.
Oh. Do you get a status bonus from blue?
That is a success by level.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
The two of you kind of go over the maps for the archipelago, and there are a bunch of ship movements that are coming and going. None of the crown ones that have been identified are going in that direction. But you do notice that there is one ship that is on its way, called the Williams.
Okay.
This kind of stands out to the two of you because that is more of a crown naming convention than what you'd expect out of one of the pirates from Miranda Bay or from the archipelago in general. And
Okay.
it does appear to be at the, if not going to the fort, going close to it.
Awesome. Cool. Well, then I would like to chart us a course that takes us on an intercept course with the Williams and then on to the merchant ship.
Beautiful.
And then I will utilize my cognitive mutagen for the charting check, which I assume I make now. So I will go ahead and
Let's just activate the archipelago.
Oh, okay.
use cognitive mutagen.
Oh, sorry, Nick. Were you still doing something?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, you were drawing. I'm sorry.
No.
Well, you have a map that you can draw now. And it's for the most part empty.
You can put a hat on the skull.
Hey Matt, where's Miranda Bay on this map?
Where's Miranda Bay?
One instantly copyrighted.
What, there? That's technically where it is.
I'm maintaining the meme.
What, that's right there?
Yeah, just there. Oh.
And then
Nick.
let me drag the
What up,
effect
Nick?
onto my character, onto my.
Hang on, let me fix that real quick. Freehand. There you go.
There we go. And then I
Fixed it.
will roll
had
you
to-
that check, Matt.
Just as a reminder
Sorry.
to our viewers, you had to accept those mature viewer warnings.
We are mature individuals here. No need to worry about it.
Then I get that.
We're big kids.
Question: Can I, Matt, for the purposes of this, can
Yep.
I be tracking hunted prey? Can I hunt the Williams and be tracking it?
You can.
I guess we
Awesome.
did do that check to find out about it.
You did.
Yeah.
You
and
haven't
then
know
I
enough details
will-
for it to make your a hunted prey.
Yeah. Roll you that.
Oh, it Ranger sucks.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
tracking.
wow.
Actually, that's standard ranger perks. Is tracking hunted prey. Every ranger gets that. But that's a 33 to navigate to it.
Well, you can absolutely chart a course. Because of the critical success, you're not going to get lost anyway. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. And we'll probably make it there with plenty of time to spare.
I'm a bit concerned about these text boxes that are popping up.
That's not me.
No, I know that's not you because I can see everyone's cursors moving around. However, does anyone... It will take a couple of days to get to the intercept point. Does anyone want to do anything beforehand?
My whole entire job.
Keeping in
I
mind,
will
keeping in mind
move-
that they have changed the crafting rules somewhat.
I will move the swivel gun from wherever it. I think it's currently like near the bowsprit. Up to the crow's nest quotation marks. I know it's like a board.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I want it. I want it sort of on top of the mast.
I mean, I'll be okay with that. I'm sure someone at some point is going to be like, you can't put that kind of thing on top of a mast. That's... No!
Probably cause damage to it if we're getting all engineering based. or the
But I don't have engineering lore. I have crafting. So
This
Well,
is
yeah,
fun.
if we're getting immersion super pedantic about it and not, hey, that's cool, then yeah, that's probably why they're not there, because it'll just sort of clean off the balcony.
Oh yeah, it'd be too much weight. But
Hmm.
if no one has any specific things that they want to do on the way there,
Well,
yes.
Mosh is probably going to be trying to just learn the ropes, so to speak, on how things work on the ship.
Yep.
What's the ability check or skill check required for the grappling gun? Is that a sailing law?
If you are martially trained, it is just your ranged attack.
Perfect, which is not my best. Certainly no strength or con bonus, but that's fine. Okay. All good.
Funnily enough, with most of the siege weapons and vehicle-based weapons, if you're martially trained, it uses your class DC as opposed to the listed DC. There's a fun little something for
It's a little bit of wiggle room right there, Matt, that we could use.
just a wee bit. And that's Paizo's rule, not mine.
Yeah.
It's just something I found when I was looking through stuff. Though I do have to read the remaster chapter on vehicles.
Yeah. So is that considered? So that's a DC for checks against the vehicle, or like,
So with a lot
so I
of the
guess the class
cannons,
bonus is DC minus 10.
well, so if you're using it as an attack roll, that it uses your martial proficiency, so
Right.
it treats it as a martial weapon that is ranged.
Yeah. Okay.
But some weapons have a DC. So for instance, the cannon just does area effect damage, and
I
there's a
see,
DC
okay.
to basic reflex save.
That makes sense.
It will usually list it as something like DC 20 or DC 25,
Yeah. Cool.
but you can use your class DC instead if you're martially trained.
That makes sense. All
I
right.
believe I don't remember. I believe the real in action is an athletics check though.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
think you could
yeah,
figure
Mosh
that
will be spending like however much time he's just fascinated by this, and so anytime the ship passes some kind of like flotsam or barrels or in Black Flag and
Yep.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag where you just see a couple barrels and you just immediately run to like the little grappling hook
Yeah.
gun thing and try to pick up. Yeah, that's basically it.
Also, raft. It's very important in raft. Get
Very
that hook
important
out
sea
there.
thieves too.
Yep.
Bring in all of that different driftwood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in light of that, give me a strike roll.
All right. So this is just the ranged.
Yes, a range strike roll.
Oh man,
This is more for funsies than anything, so...
So I'm considered trained in martial weapons. Expert, apparently. Okay. So +9, +2 for dex. So
From
it's gonna
memory,
be-
you have weapon proficiencies close to a fighter, so yeah. Well, do you want to use a hero point on that, or...
Nah.
No,
I think
you're
we're
good?
I think.
Mostly what
I'm
you
still
do...
practicing.
Yeah, it's mostly just practice, and there's a couple of bits of, like, driftwood and other things that kind of come past, and you take your shots at them, but unfortunately, you get damn close to a couple of them, but they're just too small targets.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're pretty sure, however, that a bigger target, such as a ship, you'd be fine with.
Yeah,
Theoretically. Maybe.
theoretically. Yeah.
Kind of. So that's Mosh. Solar, you doing anything in particular?
Just normal solar things.
Just hashtag just solar things?
Cleaning, cooking.
Doing everything that no one else does.
I mean... And Sunshine?
Oh shit! I didn't buy the scroll.
I am tinkering in my workshop,
Yep.
trying to figure out how one would create those guns that were on the lava sprayer,
Yep.
a lava skimmer. Yeah, I'm just tinkering. I've got like the schematic in there, and I'm just sort of looking at it. I've got like a little scale model that I'm building.
Well, this sounds like a crafting check to me. That you're trying to kind of do up a new formula.
Okay. I'll roll it for you. I will no longer have that. So I will give you that. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
If I ever want to install those on the ship, I guess we can. I was just thinking of like a cool RP thing for Sunshine to be doing when he's not staring off into the horizon with his
Not allowed.
his
No, not allowed.
sextant, but I guess I'm good at crafting.
You have to be too good at it.
Jeez.
Jeez. Look. Rules is written. It has to take you about 2 days, and so like you don't have the time.
Yeah.
If you want to spend extra days to reduce the cost of, I think it's like 2 gold or something for a formula of level 5. So
I mean, I'll probably that's what I'm doing when I'm not navigating.
Yeah.
So however many days we're on the water.
I will have the stats for the sea sprayer up and into the foundry next week
Awesome.
because
Thank you, Matt.
you will have your formula done and sorted by the end of it.
Okay.
So next time you will have to build like the prototype for it, but then you will
Yeah.
have your sea sprayer.
Yay.
I'm just loving how all the islands are turning into things. The worst part is some of these aren't inaccurate. However,
We need to get to Duck Island immediately.
Captain Archie, do you have anything else on your to-do list?
Basically going over the what's the majiggy? The plan with the other crew, the crew members, making sure everyone knows what the fuck is going on.
Including the 3 unnamed crew members.
Yes. So
Do
in
we
terms
want to
of
look at the flawless
crew,
plan?
I feel like not yet.
Not
I
yet?
feel like we can
Okay.
look at it after we attack the Williams, because that's when it'll be relevant. So yes, in terms of crew, so we've got normally we have 5 crew, which is we've got Wendy, Kilo, and Trolligs,
Yep.
plus wait, hang on. Mosh, Solar, Sunshine, Kilo, Wendy.
We're gonna have to
And
do
then
up
we've
a
got
crew manifest.
passengers, which is Trolligs plus 3.
Yep.
So we've got 9 we got 10 people total.
And
Yes.
things are-
Yes.
And things are a little bit tight on the ship. Like, not to a major degree, and people have kind of taken up the cabins. I'm guessing senior staff have taken up the crew quarters, like the actual passenger quarters, as opposed to your hangers-on or your
I mean,
extra hired hands.
I'm not too concerned about it.
Sunshine's in a bucket.
So based on come on, brain.
You got this.
What do we know about the interceptor and the merchant ship, and how many people are required to crew each of them?
Well, the merchant ship, it will depend entirely upon the size and how you
Okay.
take it.
Okay.
Okay. But the interceptor?
The interceptors are going to be a similar size to your own ship.
Okay.
Okay. So is that one pilot and needs 5 crew?
You could probably run it at a deficit or as a skeleton crew. I have to be careful with that term, though, considering the context. Because it's a thing that can absolutely happen. But yes, you could probably sail it with a skeleton crew. It would just incur a penalty to the piloting checks. But if you're not trying to do anything special with it and just trying to get it back to Miranda Bay, it shouldn't be too bad. The merchant ship is a different story altogether.
Okay, so for the purposes of the Melody's Wake, for that, we need 1 pilot plus 5 crew still in order for it to work properly. So Wendy, Keo, and Hrolig stay on that,
Mm-hmm.
plus the 3 other dudes.
Yeah.
And the rest of you are going to take the interceptor?
We have to take the interceptor
All right.
because we don't. Because provided we maintain all the stuff, we shouldn't need to do any checks coming up to the merchant ship.
Hopefully not.
Well, you might need to do one or two.
Whereas the Melody's Wake will need full capabilities
Yeah.
for that phase of the plan.
All right. Well,
Numbers.
thanks to your critical success, Sunshine,
Mm-hmm.
I have good news and bad news for you.
Yeah.
The good news is your course and your heading is absolutely perfect.
Okay.
The bad news is, and this will first occur to you as off in the distance, whoever's up in the crow's nest will point out the fact that they see bodies in the water. And then all of you will see a shipwreck.
Well, sounds like a them problem.
More to the point, with a quick identification and your natural 20 from before,
Yeah.
you're pretty sure that's the Williams that's been shipwrecked.
Cool. And also, I rolled a 19 on the navigation check, not a natural 20.
I mean, it was still a critical success.
Is the Williams flying a crown ship? A crown flag?
It's not flying much of anything anymore. It appears to have run aground upon a couple of rocks. Like, just kind of sticking out from the ocean.
Oh.
But there are shapes moving along what remains of the deck of the ship.
Do we see where their flag is?
No, you do not.
Ah.
You do,
Matt,
however,
there's
notice a
those-
fire on the deck.
There's those ships that can pose as a shipwreck. Is it just acting like it's a shipwreck? Can I perceive it?
Give me a perception check. You're pretty sure the Williams wouldn't be one of the ramshackle salvage ones, but it's a good idea to check.
Oh, that reminds me of those crabs from.
Oh, technically I should have a +1 for this for my spyglass.
Alright, let's check it. You're pretty sure there's no, like, ramshackle salvage ships.
Okay.
But, like I
Then,
said, there are some shapes that are moving on the deck, but you're a little bit too far away at this point to identify.
Okay. Our, Captain Archie, should we try to loot the wreck, as it were?
How are we doing for time?
You're doing actually really good for time,
Okay.
all things considered.
So inspecting this isn't going to put us under any strain for the purposes of going to try and get that merchant ship on time.
No. Because if you had failed on the navigation check, or if Sunshine had failed on the navigation check, then that would have put you behind a day or two. And you
But
would have
we're
had
all
to...
good.
You're all good.
Cool. Loot's loot. Let's see if we can get that flag for the bounty.
Yeah,
Loot's loot.
that's what I'm
Loot's
thinking.
loot. No bards here, but loot is loot.
Alright.
And whilst we transition, I'll quickly go get some water.
That's fair. I understand that. Let's activate! Oh, that jumped in perfect for the stream. My GM screen's a different story.
Oh, what are
Do you want to give me another...
what are you?
Actually, no, you did a perception check.
Yeah, I did. If you want me to recall knowledge on them, I can hunt one of them.
It would be a good idea to recall knowledge.
Would littoral lore apply here?
Oh. I'm gonna say yes, because they do coastal raids.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that should have been blind.
I
Yeah.
love how the effect that Archie's put on the ship. Is
I'd
just
like to hero point that.
notable from the void.
Yeah,
Do you want me to re-roll it blind?
Yes, if you could reroll a blind, please.
Okay. And take one of my hero points.
Yes.
Let me do that.
I will also take one of your hero points.
Sometimes I just forget
That's
to drop down the menu.
These are what is known as Sea Devil Scouts. Or
Oh yeah,
there's-
we fought these guys before.
You
haven't
have
we?
fought some of them before. They're kind of known as one of the ocean scourges. Have very much a raider mentality. Culturally speaking, they would prefer to take rather than, grow things or etc. Very much a hunter society. And are known to just kind of take down ships as they like. And sometimes just for fun.
How far away is that?
Lots far.
What is that? Less than 200 feet.
That
is
is
what
correct.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do when we have all our players back. Because I've got a swivel gun with a range increment of 100 feet.
Well, good news. They too have long range weapons.
200 feet long range.
Let me double check. Yep.
Oh, dang it. I wanted to be
Good news at
cool and
all.
unique, Matt. Oh.
He lied to us.
What do you mean?
That's not good news at all.
Sea goblins, kind of.
I thought the sea goblins were the ones that have, the tentacles.
Grindelows.
Yeah.
One or the other. But I will also kind of say there are a arrangement of ballista that is currently sitting on deck. Let's give people a better look. We'll shrink this down. Because I do actually really like that splash art that they got there. Boop.
Also, Matt, now that we're closer, can I see a crown flag in and around the wreckage?
You cannot see a crown flag.
Do I
And-
see any sort of flag?
No, unfortunately.
Dang it.
Just gonna be keeping your eyes out for it.
Listen, we get a bounty!
You do get a bounty, I'm well aware. But on deck, there is a couple of ballista. They do look armed.
Okay.
How good they're going to be at firing said ballista, well, you'll have to wait
Is
and
it
see, won't you?
sinking?
This
Or is
part
it
of the wreckage.
hanging up amongst the rocks?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there is also some other, as you can see, there are some barrels in the water, etc. There are
Are
other
they-
things in the water as well.
Are they aware of us?
They're going to be pretty aware of you pretty quickly.
Okay.
When I shoot at them.
Well, I mean, I could just yell out at them real quick first. See if they're admissible to just giving us the flag.
We don't want anything except a flag.
I can have placeholder combatants now? Is that new? Sorry, Foundry's gone through a bunch of updates recently. I'm having trouble keeping up. And everyone but the Brown Rats has been put into initiative. Sunshine, did you want me to
Yeah.
use your littoral lore for your initiative?
Yes, please.
And we'll go Sunshine, and we click that. I'll get initiative
Okay.
for everyone else.
It was kind of mid. For me.
Actually, Sea Kobolds is probably more accurate for these guys. And I will roll for my boys.
Watch, it's gonna be all 30s.
Well, there's 120 there. Oh, there's a 1. There's balance.
Oh, okay, Matt.
Hey Sam, you back yet? I'm going to
I will
assume
take
a
that
no.
as a no.
I will roll with Sam instead.
Do it.
And we
Hey,
put-
look, it's Mosh's friends.
Oh, okay, there it is.
little awkward, but yeah. Look,
No. The placeholder art. Don't read too much into it.
yeah. How long until you're going to be showing off the other art? I know you've posted in some servers.
We've done a few color passes, and it's looking pretty good.
It's doing pretty good.
Should be ready within a few weeks, I reckon.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm.
Are you happy with that initiative, Archie? Because I rolled for you.
Oh, I rolled a 19 at the very start.
Oh. Well, if that's the case then.
Does it have an impact? Yes.
It will have an
Put
impact.
me to the end.
Ba-doop. And we'll put the Melody's Wake to 19 as well.
You roll bad, you get bad rolls.
If it
That
makes
is
you
the-
feel better, the others, not all the Sea Devils did well. Speaking of, there is much shouting that happens from the shipwreck and pointing as our boy here. God, such a long range. Is going to be taking aim at the Melody's Wake and will be firing the ballista that he is next to.
Okay.
Now, there is some good news and bad news here.
Uh-huh.
You get...
Good news is he's gonna miss horribly.
I need our pilot to do a basic reflex save for the Melody's Wake. There
That's
will
a
be-
fortitude save.
You will get a +2 bonus to the save because it is outside their first range increment.
Basic reflex. Oh, good. What is...
I think it's piloting. It's whatever you use to pilot.
That is
Right.
correct. You use your
Yeah.
sailing lore or your diplomacy and add 10. Oh, sorry. No, that'd be for the DC.
Circumstance?
Would you use your
add-
class DC?
Oh, you're fine. The ballista bolt goes flying, but thanks to your supreme command of the ship, Captain Archie, the bolt just goes straight over the top.
So is that an opposed check in that circumstance?
No, I misspoke.
It's just a basic reflex save.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's just Archie can use diplomacy
And
as opposed to an
okay,
actual
yeah. Cool,
reflex save.
cool.
Yeah.
That was
I
my
can use
fault.
sailing lore, diplomacy, or
Too
intimidation,
easy.
as they are the relevant checks for piloting. I'm sure I could use piloting specifically.
Lore.
If
Look,
I
I was
had
this
that.
close to posting on Reddit that my GM is forcing us to do opposed checks, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Just looking for an excuse to cancel me on Reddit. I see how it is. For his final action, he is going to start reloading the ballista.
Yeah, that's right.
Mosh.
I honestly have no idea if I would have had my arbalist out or whatever. Because I'm not even sure if that's something that would occur to Mosh until. Look, I'll use an action to draw it. That's fine.
Yep.
We do have cannons.
Do we?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see them in the actions.
There is fusillade.
Is that what a cannon is?
Fusillade
Yeah,
is our cannons.
they went for the fancy ships, so they're not called cannons. They're called a fusillade because it sounds fancier.
I see.
'Cause
All right,
we're
so range
fancy.
increment 100 feet. So this will be in the second range increment.
Yes.
It's a
10 foot
fusillade as
burst.
opposed to a broadside.
And I think for the scavenger ones, I just called it junk fire or something like that.
Ah, all right, come on. Oh, he's up on a thing. I get it. All right. So with that in mind, I can probably only get these two.
Get those two.
All right. So how does a reflex save interact with the range increment?
They get a circumstance bonus.
Perfect. All right. So basic reflex save. I'm not sure what the DC is. Is that my class DC or the sailing law DC?
That would be your class DC, if it is
Perfect.
higher.
21.
So the Fusillade one is slightly better.
Oh, is it? Okay.
The Fusillade one is 22.
Okay. Perfect.
Nice.
So yeah, we can't actually see the number in the actions there. some
I
reason
think
it's
that's
different.
because you're not an owner of Melody's Wake. I'm not sure.
I mean, I can roll the initiative for it, and I can.
Range.
So I'm not sure what's going on there.
And we're gonna add the 1.
Oh, now I can. Oh, right, because
No,
the
that
ship
should be a
itself
2.
doesn't have a reflex save. That's why.
I mean, it should still be able to specify what the number is for the opposed check, but anyway, not opposed check. Sorry for the DC to clear for other creatures, but
All right,
it's
our boy
weird.
rolled.
I don't-
That's a success.
Still damage.
and then the other one as well.
And he's gonna do that now. That'll be a failure. So roll your damage.
Oh, nice.
I don't think this is gonna be a good time for our first one. He takes the full damage. He is still standing, but not good. And the other one takes half damage.
Cool. And so the 3 actions associated with that's the load, fire, get it ready for the next turn, that sort of a thing.
That is correct.
Perfect. Alright, that's my turn.
I know there are cannons as a part of siege weapons, but for the purposes of kind of breaking down the micromanagement of the whole thing, it is just 3 actions. But you can only
and-
fire the broadsides once per turn.
Cool. And I'm assuming the cannon's somewhere on the side here.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, that's you done though. There is much swearing and etc. that is done as the cannon fires away and puts a lot of holes in the already shipwrecked hull and sends some of the scouts flying. So this one is going to be firing with the ballista that he is at. So, Captain, I will get that reflex save from you. Or your diplomacy check, I should say.
Is he still out of range?
He is still out of range. Until you move closer.
I'm just gonna turn and hireling manager because that makes it easier than having to do the checks manually. Add the circumstance manually.
Ooh,
Considering as it is the same bonus.
that is a critical success again.
I don't like that these are doing so well so early.
You're just rolling really well, don't worry about it. And for his
Checks and
final
balances,
action,
Matt. Checks and balances.
for his next action, as the other one, he will start reloading. Sunshine! Look at the scale of this map.
I am going to
Oh, I should also do the
fire the swivel gun. Wah.
thing. That's a hit.
I will hit and I will deal damage.
Oh no.
Oh
I will
no.
deal 1 damage. Please take that 1 damage.
I will do that.
I will spend the rest of my actions to reload.
And just be sure to thank Tyler for that one, yeah? Sola!
Okay, so when you said that the fuselage can only be used once per turn, did you mean per player turn or per like round of actions?
Per round. Otherwise it'd be way too broken.
Nope, that's fair.
It is a series of shots.
The free actions is basically represent you're assisting with the aiming, the loading, the firing. You're also doing the commands.
Okay, that's not...
And partially some of the movement. But I'm being pretty flexible with that.
I need to put
Sunshine? Okay, we'll get that one to Sunshine. Boop. Yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna have a Leshy every game.
I was gonna say something about like she's all looking the same, and I was like, no, don't even go there, Jules.
Well, look, we have, what, a mushroom? Mushroom Leshy was an abomination vault, so we have a seaweed Leshy here.
We had wildfire leshies.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And Gatewalkers, we're also gonna have a Leshy.
Nice.
It's because
say
they're
that.
such a fun ancestry.
And they're
Season
core
of-
now.
Haven't
Season of
you heard?
Ghosts.
Pathfinder doesn't have its own distinct IP, guys.
Oh god.
It's
Well.
oh, sorry.
Don't
No
get me
orcs
started.
in
Sola,
Pathfinder.
Oh,
you're
how are
getting
you getting loud? What are you doing,
I am-
Sola?
Sola can speak Thalassic, so I'm hoping that is their language. And I'm simply going to
I'll be honest with you, I gotta check.
it's
Yep,
the
it is Thalassic.
Aquan language, so yeah. We will be more than willing to accept your surrender.
I mean, was that diplomacy or intimidate?
I don't know, man.
You don't have intimidate, do you?
God, no.
No? So you're
I'm
just
being
trying to
nu-
coerce them?
This is me being nice.
I think it's quite diplomatic to suggest that they could surrender. We're clearly winning. That one's half dead already.
They've fired twice and not hit anything.
They do seem somewhat surprised for someone to be speaking Thalassic, but it's a little bit hard to tell their reactions from this distance.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, hello, is it still? No, let's get loud, you changed
No,
it.
let's get loud now.
And the song is now playing in my head, congratulations.
Yep.
So, it's hard to gauge their reactions from this far away. As you get closer, that might change.
Well,
But
if
they don't
just
have the
stop
ability to
shooting at
respond.
us, then we'll know that they've surrendered.
That is very true. All right. I believe that's you done though, Sola.
Yep.
Archie.
We'll press this button.
Just get ahead of the bell curve there.
Yep. Let's get some drive checks going. Do I get blue for the purposes of my drive checks?
You do.
I do?
You do.
Is blue an item
I did
bonus or
not mean to do
status
that.
bonus?
Sorry. I was just trying to select my boy.
I think blue is a status bonus,
There we go.
or should be. Because I kind of designed that effect to work with your items. Pathfinder 2 doesn't allow a lot of stacking, but you know, I could do some.
Let's go for a piloting check. That's a success.
That is absolutely a success. Not quite a critical, not that it matters.
Yeah, not that it matters. I did not declare what kind, so we'll just go for a one.
Go for a one?
One action drive. What is it? Control scroll wheel? Yeah. That line is all good, I hope. Yes. I want this one. What was it? 40?
40.
Someone might have accidentally moved it previous. I don't know who would have
go.
accidentally done that.
And then we'll do
Imagine
another
doing
two moves.
Yep. Are you going straight up the center? No. Okay.
No.
No, that's me missing. So.
Okay. I was like, look,
Oh,
both
no.
move.
Look,
Allow it.
we've learned what happens when you don't give yourself enough room to maneuver. And I don't particularly want to crash a sea skimmer into a docks like someone else did.
A lava skimmer.
Yeah, love skimmer.
I mean, that was his
As
plan all
amusing
along.
as it was.
I did learn a valuable lesson from that fight, though. I need to retune the Sailing Lore DCs a bit.
That's not a critical success either, but that's 80 feet.
Alright, because of your positioning with
There we
the
go.
rocks there, it will give you a circumstance bonus.
Yay.
Incidental cover.
And I don't think we go any faster by using a 2-action. What is the reckless tag again?
Just goes in a
gets
straight.
harder.
Yeah, goes in a straight line. You have to do a drive check. Means that you don't get to turn and you just continue on your current heading. But is that you done, Archie?
Ah, me done.
That you done? Okay. Well, we can zoom in a little bit more now. Our near death, bud.
Flee.
Where's he gonna go?
Into the water. Under it.
You know what? That's actually a really good idea.
Thanks, Sam.
If they surrender and run away, then we can loot the ship.
And he's gonna dive.
One dive into the night of your life.
And then he's gonna do something secret.
You go this way. I'll go home.
You wish. Alright. The other one. Well, he hasn't been hurt yet, so he's feeling a little bit braver. So he's going to come over to here. One more.
What's the range of my staff?
He is going to use an action to assist with the loading. And then he is going to take cover.
Wise decision.
I mean, yeah, +2 bonus to armor class and 2 reflex saves. Hell yeah. And would you look at that? It's all loaded and ready for him to fire. Captain,
El Capitan.
I require that save from you, please.
We have cover bonus, yes?
You do. +1.
Oh, +1? Oh, well, that's 30 then.
Yeah, unless you do the take cover action.
Oh, wait, blue. Never mind. That's 31.
I mean, that's still going to be a critical success no matter which way you cut it. Even at this range. You're rolling really well, just want to point that out. Like,
I know,
that's a
it's
15.
concerning.
Like that, yeah, no, that's a 15. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Can I bank these rolls for later?
Are you a halfling with the lucky feet?
Oh, I was looking at the other day. It's such a good feat.
It really is. You're not within their real threat range yet.
If Archie ever dies, I cannot wait to play that character.
I can't wait to become captain.
And then he's gonna do a secret thing. Though I'm pretty sure everyone can kind of guess what they're doing.
Running. Please
Sneaking
try and
away.
pull someone off the ship, Matt.
Our boy who just jumped into the water tried to hide. It was not so successful.
Okay.
I don't think a 15 passes any of your perception DC.
Perception DCs? Don't
Nope.
think so.
All right, Mush.
I'm assuming that I'm actually in this square here. That's
Roughly.
a bit of jostling with the ship.
Yep.
All right. We're going to activate bracelets of dashing, and I'm going to dive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're still mounted.
I'm still mounted. How do I disembark?
Oh my
Good
god,
that.
that was the thing.
There's an invisible wall. I cannot pass.
Yeah.
We target Mosh.
Oh
We
wait,
target
that's
that.
right. We can fire from outside the square.
All right, you should be
You
able
can
to.
fire from there, and then they don't have cover
Right.
anymore.
No,
So-
I'm sorry. I should clarify. You do it from the ship because after
know.
thinking about it, it was dumb as hell.
That's 2 actions to get here.
Yep.
Bracelet dashing, 1 action, then 1 move, and then I'm going to do another move action. And this is all with the swim speed, by the way.
Yep.
So I'm now here.
I trust you.
I'm actually going to get here, so I'm standing on something solid.
Yep.
That's my turn.
What, you don't want to fight the Sea Devils and their...
I don't have I don't have any more actions left. So bracelet to get move speed and then swim.
Oh,
swim.
don't you?
Yep, that's me done.
All right.
Oh, I can't fix that anymore. You're not on the ship anymore.
Well, for one,
Yep.
welcome Ninzard.
Yep,
Always a pleasure to see you.
I've got that thing.
That's a good.
Well, the
I
Sea
wouldn't mind a
Devils...
couple of rounds of hits before I get really started, you know.
Well, the Sea Devil Scouts are pretty psyched to actually have someone that they can hit. Because, honestly...
Oh, so am I, honestly.
So... We're going to start off... He is going to throw his long spear at you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
it's
come
just
on.
gonna
Long
roll.
spears?
Yeah, thrown 20 feet. Just
Come on,
remember,
buddy.
Oh, yeah,
remember,
that's a regular spear.
also NPCs can break rules. Into flanking, and then he's gonna try to claw you.
Long spears are pikes. I don't know why they can't just call them pikes, but
Really? Really, my dude?
I'm as disappointed as you are.
yeah, really, long spears are a pike.
Sunshine.
Matt,
Yep.
first off, what is the height differential between the deck of this the sunken ship and the top of the mast?
Oh god. So you are roughly, I think we worked it out. Actually, the Melody's wake has a height of 20. The deck of the ship would be about 5 feet above sea level, roughly.
So I would be about 15 feet above.
That is correct.
Awesome.
Do you need me to
Please
dismount you?
dismount me from
Oh,
the
you'll-
ship, Matt.
Now I remember why you wanted to go in the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Now everyone else gets to see.
So
Dismount.
Sunshine, sort of just leaps off the crow's nest, and there's a moment where you think he's gonna just plummet to the ship, and then all of a sudden, all of his little seaweed tendrils expand out like one of those the gliding lizards.
I was gonna say
And-
sugar glider, but sure.
Yeah, that's
And
worse, isn't it?
he will go forward 25 feet. Why are we not moving? I am not dismounted still
We
for
should
some
be.
reason. Well, it's not letting me move off the ship.
There you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Live footage in the Hoist the Colors discussion on Discord of
And
Sunshine
then-
leaping from the crow's nest.
I'm gonna fly over to here.
Oh, we're playing checkers, are we?
Oh, I could,
Othello.
yeah, and then I'm just gonna drop out of the sky and punch this guy.
Yeah, alright.
So that will be, let me forget. Let me uncheck that, and then target, and then roll to
Is
hit.
that supposed to be Mosh, Nick?
Critical hit,
With an armed attack, go for it.
and I critically punch him
Yeah.
as I elbow drop out of the sky.
You had him targeted. There we go. He is still standing.
Right behind him into the water.
And because you have a swim speed, you're not counted as flat-footed in the water.
Nope. I'm amphibious.
All right, I believe that's you done, though, Sunshine.
Yep, that's
As we
3.
can all go for that happy, fun time of visualizing a leshy kind of sailing through the air. A seaweed
Yep.
leshy. Sola!
I am a leaf on the wind.
They do have spears as well.
So Matt,
Yep.
if I fire the cannon,
Yep.
how bad is that for everyone else?
I mean,
it,
it hits everyone
for
in the
emanation.
burst.
Yeah, I'm best. Sorry.
And bursts are done from the corners, so...
Mosh loves to take damage though.
I do. I really do.
So just
So if you
focus.
can get like these two, I will be very pleased.
Focus the burst on Mosh.
Yeah. No, focus it on this one, and then we'll be good. So Sunshine doesn't cop it.
So Sola takes aim with the cannon and sees Mosh just
Yeah, it's easy done.
furiously pointing at one, directs a little more, and then fires.
Alright. Well, Mosh, I'll get that reflex save from here.
Please be low, roll low, please. That'll be a failure. I
That
think.
will be a failure.
Yeah.
That'll be a failure.
That's not gonna be good for them. Oh no!
Aw,
Roll that damage.
Nice.
21
Nice.
damage. Bludgeoning lowercase, because we're classy here. I think that's gonna probably not kill him, but close to. That's absolutely gonna kill him, though. As Solar opens fire on their own crew. Vanish horse, so broken. Who would design such a thing?
Not you.
Yeah, actually, surprisingly, it wasn't me. I just helped write it.
Actually, no. I'm not gonna draw the Great Picture 6. I wouldn't have had it drawn anyway. Oh, good.
So, go into your adrenaline flow.
Mm-hmm.
As explosions happen all around you, splintering wood flying everywhere. The chaos of battle, it's where you were always meant to be. And then I just kind of imagine Mosh licking their eyeball.
You know it.
I believe that's you done though, Solo.
Yep.
Archie!
Coast me.
Alright, you go for a coast, 10 feet. Boop.
Wonderful.
Bringing the ship to a full stop is a singular action, just in case you weren't aware, and for the education of others.
Nope. I'm just trying to see things.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we go. I'm just reading this cool new spell. It's called the Captain's Call.
You're gonna do it now?
I'm gonna do it now.
Alright, do you want to describe how it looks like?
I mean, people can read, and so can I, and that's what I'm trying to do to see how the burst. Is it like the arrival is the burst itself, or it chooses a burst? 100 feet within of the ship. There it is.
That's to dictate the size of the thing. And also for its arrival thing. But, speaking of, I'm not sure if you have the ability to pull this in, so I'm going to...
I don't actually, so I'm gonna summon it there.
Boop.
Oh, that's adorable.
Because I really love incarnate spells, and I feel like the easiest way to actually use them is to have tokens for them.
Yeah. So let's put down a burst. Let's zoom in. Oh, nope, I don't want two more. I want to select it. They're not close enough together. Are there any in that area that I just can't see?
I can't tell you that.
Not
You know
that
I can't
we're
tell you
aware
that.
of.
All right. Well, I'll plonk it there.
Plunk it there.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a 10-foot burst, right? It has to be in a corner, doesn't it?
It has to be in a corner. So our boy is going to do a reflex save.
Do I want to do it on him or the unarmed? I'll do it on
That'll
him.
be a success. So roll your damage.
Big numbers. Median numbers.
That is kind of median numbers. Still,
Ish.
that will be enough. Now, did you want to describe it, or would you like me to do it?
I think you'll be much better at doing box text than I will.
Well, with one hand upon the wheel, and I'm going to kind of guess that you have the staff nearby.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember if I left that thing in there that allowed it to stand upright at a captain's side, but raising your staff high, you make the captain's call. And as you do this, we see a spectral version of the Melody's Wake appear on the water. And as it does so, it immediately opens fire upon the Sea Devils. As the spectral cannonballs kind of strike the deck, it sends one of them flying into the water, unmoving. As the other one is looking very much on their lonesome and very, very scared. I believe that is you done though, Archie.
Yeah, that's 3 actions.
As free actions. And the cannons have already been fired. Alright. Are you actually there, Archie, or are you still on the ship?
Oh, I'm still on the ship.
Alright, well, let me drag you back.
Yeah, I was just doing that so I could see where things actually were.
Boop. Because that changes slightly what I would be doing.
Yeah, I can't move and use 3 actions. Yet.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, Sunshine.
You're my hunted prey.
Well, he doesn't know that, does he?
Yeah, it's just important that I remember that.
I'm not sure if you have anything that stops flat-footed or anything like that. But he is striking from being stealthed?
No. No, I don't.
I think at this point in our career, if something sees Sunshine, they should assume they're Sunshine's hunted prey.
This includes merchants, random passerbys, complete strangers.
Anything
Really,
that's
bud?
moving.
Whiff!
Really?
And vehicles.
Like, even
And
with
they
a
should
plus
Also
2.
consider that they are being hunted.
Unless she sees in movement like a tyrannosaur.
Well, it's gonna try with the claw and see if we can... Okay, we're gonna hit at least once. This is...
Oh.
And the damage isn't bad, really.
Oh, let me select my token. That's so much damage.
That is him done, though. Because he had to use a swim action to get to you.
Wait. Don't you get an AC bonus for him being your hunted prey?
Yeah.
Should that have hit?
It auto
It's already calculated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only a +1. Okay.
Yep.
I
Our
thought it
dude
was
here doesn't really know what it can do about the spectral ship that's just kind of appeared.
He should just stay exactly where he is.
Assumption, really.
Oh, he's gonna be at... he's gonna have to use 2 actions to get there.
Really? Oh.
As he kind of dives into the water with his spear pointed towards Sunshine for a downward stab.
No.
Sunshine
I
is
am
not adjacent.
adjacent.
Of course. Damn it.
Sorry.
That's right. That would have been so fun.
That would have been a lot of fun. That will be a
that'll
hit. As, like a leaf on the wind, he skewers you. Not that it matters as much to you, but...
Keyword.
Wash you or not. But that is him done. That one's dead. Mush!
Well, I was not going to use this, but now that he's moved into range... Here we go!
Hey, Pushfad! Long time no see.
That's where this... What? What's going on here? Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating.
Because you're not sure how far it's off.
Yeah, that'll do. Alright, cool.
If you're
Raged.
hold shift, I think it is, and then press down, it should actually steady it to where it should be.
Alright. Now I'm not in my adrenaline surge yet because I'm not below half hit points, so I don't get the +2 to my first strike with this. But in any case, I need to
Aw.
draw my pick. And then I'm going to strike.
Easy done. Like it matters. How is this guy's? He's unharmed. He was unharmed.
I mean, that's pretty rubbish damage. But
That is horrible.
That's rubbish damage, she says, dealing
Yeah.
30 damage.
I mean, objectively,
that,
it
or it has
it
been.
is very, very low for what I normally would roll. But
You bring it up and over your head and impale the poor thing.
yeah, that's my turn.
As it impaled Sunshine. That is your turn. That one is gone. Sunshine!
Yeah, so, I am going to turn to this one and just say, you're going to die if you stick around here. And that is an intimidation.
So, demoralize? Their will's not great.
Yep, to demoralize, and that is that.
You doing that one in Thalassic?
Yeah, that is in Thalassic. I don't think that succeeds.
Yeah, he's kind of good with that one.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna draw the old hook and poke.
Yep.
And then I'm going to stab him. So we'll see how good he is with that. Well, pretty good.
Yeah, no, pretty
considering I
good.
missed, So I'm fine. That'll end my turn.
All right. Sola.
Yeah, didn't really think we'd get around to this one again.
Archie's got his dismissal action if you just want to wait until after him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
All right. This is gonna be fun.
Well, it's time for the dismissal action, I guess.
Now, if you double click on the token for the captain's call, it should have an action there that you can just drop.
Do you want to coast us 10 feet, please?
I can coast you 10 feet.
Wonderful. I can now click on the token. I'm not sure if I can do anything with it because it's not technically my turn, but
Oh, I can change that.
ramming speed. Chat. There we go.
All right. Oh, of course, and I haven't actually programmed the automated stuff in there for it yet.
Oh well. There we go.
It's up to.
Up to. You can stop it
Oh,
early.
wonderful.
It
That
is a spell
technically
under your
doesn't
control.
hit Sunshine, so we're all good on that front.
I was watching. You're good to go. So, roll me that 3d8.
That was awesome. I like that.
It does not have a 3d8 in the spell entry, but that's okay because we can just click this button 3 times. And
What
then
a
click
neat
roll.
little spell.
That's okay.
Crit fail.
I mean, let's see how it goes. Yeah,
It's just a failure.
that is a failure. So he'll take the full amount of damage.
Is that enough though?
He's not doing well.
Yeah.
You do good.
Nice.
So Sunshine's promise came true.
Aww.
This is when we find out that all these barrels have like super explosive alchemist fire and then they just completely detonate.
No, probably have food in them. Food, water, other sundries. But
Because this is a logistical ship.
So they say.
all that said,
Oh yeah, we haven't found the Arcata eggs yet.
it's a logistics ship. Why would it have Arcata eggs on it?
All I'm
Round ship
saying
at the moment, Matt.
is that it's kind of full of water.
It is kind of full of
So-
water. So that's probably not going to be good for the Akata. All that said, though, we're going to go and take our 10-minute break now
Mm-hmm.
because we are past the 7 p.m. mark, so I want to make sure that people don't get the extra ads. But thank you, everyone, for joining us so far. I hope you are enjoying yourselves and enjoying everything that we're doing here. The ship combat's working so well. I'm so proud of myself.
It's really nice, Matt. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Super
Like,
fun.
I was super concerned about the whole thing, but no, it's working really well. I'm so excited. And as soon as I actually have a proper beta for it and I get some of my other people to have a look at it, ooh, I'm going to have a playtest
Oh.
document out for people that they can
Nice.
have a mess around and play with it. All that said, we are going to take a short break. I'm going to make myself a coffee, stretch legs, drink water, all that other fun stuff. Hope to see you back. I will be running a 3-minute commercial, but it's just going to be on a Be Right Back screen anyway, so it's going to be all chill and good. So, we hope to see you afterwards. See you soon.
Bye.
Anyway.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
kinda
everyone.
Plastic.
We have returned. And apparently there's a war happening in the polls.
I don't even think, even if I didn't do anything further or anyone else, I still don't think they'd be able to catch up before the poll ended.
We're not entirely sure. I'm kind of waiting for it to run out, though. I will say that. But yeah, I did find the link for the rare ancestries thing that I worked on. It's in the chat. Otherwise, because I keep being told that I need to be advertising myself more and doing all that other fun stuff. I do also have a throne. Archie wins with 200 votes because I absolutely have 200 people in chat right now.
Channel points are where Martin of Maxwell can... Wait. How did you
So-
contribute so many?
Yeah, Nick, how'd you contribute so many?
God damn it!
God damn.
Oh, I love that for me.
I win.
I hate you so
Boop.
much.
I now have a villain point. That's going to be fantastic. So, as we come back to everything, the blood is settling into the water. The sea devils kind of floating adrift along with the other sailors amongst the salvage and the driftwood. What are people doing immediately?
Lowering.
Proceeding to find the flag.
Yeah, lowering the capstan / anchor.
Bringing the ship to a full stop? Easy done.
I am bringing the ship to a full stop. A period.
There's no
if
way
you
that
will.
I can hunt the anchor as, or not the anchor, the flag as my prey, Matt. Is there?
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not moving. Good.
It's not alive.
It's not a creature.
Having a quick look on the deck of the ship, you can't actually find it. Or you can't see any sign of it. If anyone else wants to do perception checks, they may.
Can I aid using diplomacy for the purposes of instructing?
You absolutely can. I like that. Roll your aid check. You succeed. You get +1. Solar,
Oh,
your automaton eyes. Or
scanning.
automata eyes. I do actually notice a scrap of the flag around here.
I will point it out using Let's Get Loud.
Sunshine, examining the piece of the flag, it is very scorched.
Is it a crown flag?
It is the remains of a crown flag.
I think that counts, and I'm picking it up and I'm stuffing it in my bag.
It does look like someone went to great pains to burn the flag.
Oh. Is this consistent with any of the particular fleet activities that we know about of the council variety?
No, the council variety. You know that the Sea Devils are raiders, but going to the effort of burning a flag is usually not their style.
Who
Yeah.
would go through the effort of burning a flag? And would sailing lore be the best thing to recall knowledge with?
That would in fact be sailing lore.
Okay. I will roll you my recall knowledge check.
Sunshine. I can't actually pinpoint a specific group for you, but I will say it would be the people who would do this would be ones who want to make sure that others who come across the wreck don't know it's a crown ship.
Okay. Wild.
Oh, so possibly void rights.
Possibly the crown
If
itself.
the yeah, so someone Arcada based leveraging more bodies. Are there any bodies of what look like crew members?
Well, what I was gonna do, I can hold my breath for 22 minutes.
Yep.
So I was gonna swim underneath and just do a couple of searches.
Do a quick check. That's also
yeah.
absolutely a thing you could do.
From our over water perception checks though, Matt, were we able to spot any bodies floating in the water?
They're potentially crewmen, but if they were gathering bodies to use to become void zombies and that kind of thing, with the amount of salt water that's kind of soaked through at this point, they would be useless.
Okay.
I'd like to call out to either Sunshine or Mosh to gather some of the clothes that the bodies were wearing.
Oh yes.
I will do that then.
All right, I'm gonna swim underneath, and I've played enough video games to know that there's a chest with epic level loot somewhere underneath the ship in the water.
All right. Well, move yourself into the water. In there, Mosh.
Sploosh.
I'll get a perception check from you because I've already got one from Juliet. Sorry, Sunshine.
Not a will save of thalassophobia.
All right. Well, Mosh, you're down there for a couple of minutes just having a quick look. What I can tell you is that someone seems to have gone through the effort of moving, changing things, ripping out certain things.
Hmm.
And it's very much a rough work. Unfortunately, however, because Sunshine, you will notice this. As coming up from the wreck and somewhat behind.
Oh, there's some sea devils. Hello, sea devils.
Now I have a underwater marauder, which is I'm not off guard when I'm under the water, but I am now flanked. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately you, well, we'll find out in a second as I roll initiative for...
And let me move these into the stash.
That. And we'll add solar to the combat as well. And I'll roll my new boys. Yeah, I think the threat estimator that they have for Foundry needs some extra testing.
Why?
It's a little bit inaccurate in this case.
Is it saying
Yeah.
that it's like a turbo hard combat?
No, it's saying that it's a low one. I can assure you it is not.
I mean, it probably knows that Mosh can pump out stupid numbers.
Yeah.
And Archie, diplomacy? Or that was an earlier one.
I can't see under the water, Matt.
I mean, you still got to roll initiative for combat, though.
No, roll perception for initiative. I feel like that's more apt in this scenario.
A little bit more accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And we update our participants.
Considering I am not controlling the ship at this stage, as it is at a stop.
Well, Mosh, you are currently flanked.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll bring up the new one. Because he's a lot of fun. No, I don't want to change his art. I want to show his art.
Oh, he's a guy.
But yeah, he also has a crossbow. Not that he's probably going to use it in this instance.
It's got a trident.
He's
Is it a
got
lightning
3
trident?
teeth.
The
He
game
kind
is
of looks like he's doing a runway walk.
a little bit, stalking up. He's sporting the latest fashion in scales. But our scout is going to be targeting you, Mosh.
The latest in loincloths.
Not that you mind. That'll be a
Why
hit.
am I not at full HP?
Perfect. Oh, persistent bleed. That's fun.
It's a fun thing. They get... And for his second action... I have to actually open his character sheet. Also, I think the Pathfinder 2 Foundry team have changed how they're doing the data entry for things. That's gonna be a miss. I say that because it seems to be running on my end a lot quicker.
That's good.
And I heard that they were actually working on that. But he misses with both claws on you, Mosh.
Cool. Now, did you want to know something fun?
What's the fun thing?
I am not off guard to the brute.
No, you're not.
Hehe. Because I only realized that the other day, that it's only to the creatures that are actually flanking it.
Unless you're a rogue.
With a specific feat.
With this sea devil could well be a rogue with that specific beat. So,
Oh
Well-
no, I was talking about rogues having deny advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Its first thing, it is going to try to intimidate you, Mosh.
Sure.
Just so I'm not rolling 3 attacks in a row. How does that
That
do
will
against...
succeed.
That will
succeed.
succeed? You are frightened 1, and then it is going to strike with its trident.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what things have immunity to.
I really wish that would have hit, but that's fine.
You have a villain point, man.
I
You
know I
do.
have a villain point, and I am considering it, but I'm not going to.
It will play more into my favor than yours, let's put it that way.
I don't know. He hits pretty hard.
That's exactly what I'm after.
If he hits,
Ah, that's frustrating. Okay, fine.
I'm sorry I couldn't do damage to you. We found the balance point for the Thanator when the NPCs can't hit.
I am going
Ridiculous.
to hunt prey against this one. I'm going to use my littoral lore. Tell me if this is a critical success.
I will certainly try to.
I get
Yeah,
a
do
special
go.
bonus if it's a critical success.
It is not a
Means
critical
that-
success.
I'm gonna
Okay.
blame you personally if Matt uses that to foil my plans later in the session.
Hooray!
Oh no, I can't use the thing. Damn it! God damn it! I just sorry. I was really excited about something, then I realized I don't have enough hit point damage to. It's fine.
Well,
So,
it has a
uh,
blood frenzy.
okay. What does that mean?
When it deals bleed damage to a living creature, or a creature is affected by bleed, so in this case it'll be Mosh,
Uh-huh.
it gets bonuses to things,
Okay.
such as attack rolls, and it also gets some temporary hit points.
Well,
That
I
seems
am
cool.
going to attack it and stab it
Because you have a reach weapon?
I don't need a reach weapon.
Oh, because you're hitting that one.
Yeah.
Easy done.
Is that a slashing weapon?
No. It's
Perfect.
a poking weapon.
Amazing.
I love it when players understand the assignment.
Otherwise, I'd take a -2 penalty.
You sure would.
And I designed my character around being able to fight underwater, so... that'll end my turn.
Okay. Mush!
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Yes, because I had to draw my weapon.
Okay.
Yep. I was trying to think of what the third action was, but I remember because I was grabbing clothes, so I had to interact.
Oh,
Well-
it's not showing on the stream, but it's showing on my GM screen. Okay. I was wondering where the persistent damage went.
Yeah. Okay, so I got my weapon out. I'm in adrenaline flow already because I took the damage. I will go into a rage, because I'm assuming it's been more than a minute since the last combat. And let's just do some ad clear, I think. That's a way to go.
Welp.
Eh,
Roll ones. I mean, there is a 1 in there.
there is a one. Alright, and then I'm going to swing around and hit the other one.
I think that's gonna kill him. Yeah, with the poke from before. Hey, Mosh.
Yeah?
Calm the fuck down.
I will not.
Oh, God.
That's what happens when you go barbarian archetype. You just get angry.
Oh, wait, I didn't change the token. My bad. That's the important part. Alright, that's my
Did you
turn.
rage?
I did rage. Rage and then crit.
Crit.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking.
There it is. Hey, Ash, welcome in. I've got chibi time for how much?
Ruh-roh.
And thank you for the subscribble. It's a mosh pit now. Love it.
Subscribble
Unfortunately,
means
also my mosh token in the combat tracker is huge for some reason.
I think it's doing that.
it is.
I think it's doing that at the moment. For...
Mosh is so important.
It's also your turn.
That's the end of my turn. So rage, crit.
All right.
I'll do that persistent damage. Alright.
Haha, critical. It does nothing. But Solar, it is your turn.
I mean,
There we go.
do I have to do anything, or should we just give Mush another turn?
Wow.
Isn't this
look,
all like 10
setting up
foot
Setting up an
underwater?
off guard for me wouldn't be bad, but
Yeah, Matt, how far beneath the surface are we?
Oh, you would be visible from the top.
Okay.
and
Like,
just these
you're-
bodies just gently float to the surface
Yeah.
of these two.
You're maybe 5 feet below the water.
Can sea devils breathe underwater?
Yeah.
So would they float to the top?
Oh, I'm not getting into it.
It's an interesting hypothetical.
Does my position on the ship matter?
Depending on what you're doing.
Fire a laser.
Your range increment is halved against creatures underwater.
For firing a laser?
You have
If
a
it's
clear
ranged
shot at
attack,
Mosh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, that's a piercing attack. So I guess a spell attack wouldn't be a piercing attack.
It's considered a ranged unarmed strike.
If the damage is piercing, then the
It is difficult to tell the difference between you and him
yeah, you know.
at a distance without the rage circle. It is the exact same color palette.
So what you doing, Solar?
From my position, I could only hit Mosh, and I don't
Correct.
particularly want to do that.
You could do that. That's totally fine.
No.
You
So
can't
if I
move her along the
move
boat.
On the boat.
Yeah.
If I could move up here, please, because I cannot seem to move my own token on the boat.
That's weird. You should be able to. Step, move.
60 foot's enough. And then of course, I have to reload my character so that I can actually cast spells.
Oh, is Popeye not doing its thing for you?
It hasn't. It's never done the thing for me.
You said you were gonna fire your eye laser.
No, I said I was going to
Laser.
fire a laser.
Laser.
Eye lasers is 20 foot. That's not happening.
That's not happening? Alright.
Sam now goes to find Rush E.
Alright, how Brute's gonna do his reflex save. You know what? I have 2 villain points.
Wow.
Would this
Wow.
creature? Would this be a
Wow.
concealed creature because it's underwater?
It's close enough to the surface that's fine.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I gave you one of those points. I fought for you, Matthew.
But did you win?
Yes. Yes, I did.
You did actually buy me a villain point, but still, there's always a chance I roll worse or practically the same.
Dickhead.
Why are we giving Matt villain points, guys?
Yeah, Ninzard.
At first, it seemed like a fun and good idea, but now I'm not so sure.
First, I was afraid. I was petrified. He takes 11 damage. He's pretty okay with that. Alright, but I believe that's you done, Solar, as you unleash your laser across the water, striking
Yep.
the brute. What did you roll? Oh, you got 2 4s in there.
Right.
Well, the scout's dead. Hey, Archie.
Hi. Alright, strides to here,
Yep.
and we're gonna fire some cannons.
Fair enough. Are you doing the,
That feels unfortunate.
You have 3 hero points. If you do not use them now, I don't know what I can do to help you.
Well, that depends on how far we get towards the thing that I need to do and actually want the hero points for, but
You
we'll
have
use
3.
one now.
Thank
Okay, he's
you.
gonna die.
Well, Blood Frenzy's
This
not helping him now.
Creature's 10-foot emanation. Oh. Oops. Creatures in a
hit
10-foot
Sunshine as well.
emanation of the spell take force damage equal to twice the spell rank of the spell. You take 2 damage. Oh, that's... He takes 30 damage. You take 2.
Because you did get the critical, yep.
Yeah.
Ow! As you summon forth a cannon made of ethereal energy and fire it at the brute. I believe
He's
that is you
still
done
up.
though. Yeah,
That
he's
is-
a brute.
That's me done. Also, with that, does he take the 2 damage?
Pull up the spell, like send it to chat, so don't have
Yeah.
do.
That is 1 charge gun. Let me just click that button so it's...
Oh, I
Charge
take
actually
2
goes.
as well because it's within 10 feet.
Oh, yes, you do.
That's fine.
No, because it's emanation, not a splash.
Gotcha.
See, this was me thinking. I got it working.
You got a funkin'.
No, I think with emanations that the square that the emanation starts from can or cannot be included, like depending on the preference of whomever is creating the emanation. Because I know, like for Bless, for example,
It does
can
include you,
ghosts.
yeah. So he'll take the 2 damage as well.
Alright, well, that includes that.
And that.
So maybe you do want it to be splash damage then.
Oh, if I make it splash damage, then I have other designers being like, you can't put splash damage on a spell.
You can't?
Because splash
No one else
is
does.
splash is a weapon trait. It's not a spell trait.
Isn't it on Acid Splash though?
Probably. Don't get me started.
Okay.
That's you done though, Archie.
That's me done.
Melody is not doing anything this turn. That one's dead. The brute. Let's zoom in on him.
The answer is yes, it does.
Yeah.
Splash.
Oh, there you go. Well, this is nice and easy. The brute's just gonna be attacking you, Mosh.
Mm-hmm.
He's all frenzied up.
Please hit. I swear to God, please hit.
Please hit.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Well, it can't be
I gain-
worse.
That's why I'm going to get weakness to this, which doesn't double on the crit, but that's fine.
Yeah. So I'll roll that crit damage for you.
Ouch.
Wow. Cool, I see how it is.
I'm still not at half, which is really frustrating. Unless
I'm
no,
sorry, I
what-
didn't roll better than a 1.
That's alright. I'm still just over half for my surge, even with the
Take-
weakness.
Oh. You've already accounted for that then?
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to strike back at it.
Using blood for
That's-
blood?
Yeah, so I don't get +2 on the strike because I'm not in surge yet, but that doesn't matter.
You rolled the
Okay.
exact same value.
Okay. I think that's gonna do it.
Matt, if he has more than 71 hit points, then why are
Yeah.
you throwing him at us?
Do they have loot?
Not anymore.
No. Unfortunately.
Evaporates. Yeah.
Vaporized.
That is definitely one way to put it.
Who knew you
I'm
could
gonna
cast
collect
Disintegrate
up
from
the
an anchor?
spears. I'm gonna collect up the spears from all of them and distribute them to the nameless crew members.
Yep. No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You could also just add it to the ship's armory.
If I'm trying to treat my persistent damage, is a 14 with whatever circumstance bonus I'd get enough to drop it?
You are in the water, so there's plenty of salt around. Yep. No, that'd be fine. You're no longer persistent.
Wow, thank God.
Okay, let's just get rid of this little guy.
I am going to continue
I
grabbing
could
clothes off of.
Yeah, I could probably keep searching and not have to actually, go up for air because I can do that for 22 minutes and that took all of 12 seconds.
Wait, no. I have a solution for this. I finally get to use it. Where is it?
Water
Boop.
breathing.
Finally.
You can breathe for 1 hour.
Or I could just come up for air 3 times in that period and have the same effect, but
No, I feel validated with my purchase.
no, it's great. I love it. It's so good. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
And now people don't get concerned when, does everyone else on the ship know that you can hold your breath for 20 minutes?
Sunshine just assumes that everyone can breathe underwater.
Well, it is one of the interesting things about a fantasy world. Is it someone just dives into the water? Do you just kind of have an assumption that they can probably breathe just fine?
Start a timer.
Can he breathe underwater? We don't know.
Set the dive time on your Rolex.
Yeah.
Archie is the only one with normal breathing.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is
man.
actually true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Actually breathes the oxygen, grows the
I
skin.
then collect all the clothes and bring them back to the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Sunshine for hey, what do you want me to grab? I can grab whatever. I'm here.
Barrels.
Barrels. I could probably scoop them all up
crates
to
and,
be honest.
really heavy. If anything's really heavy, grab that.
All right, I'm just
Because that probably means it's valuable.
until I get told otherwise. I'm just grabbing stuff and dumping it on the ship and swimming back and just grabbing, just back and forth constantly.
Oh, good. And yeah,
I can haul up to another
Lots.
7 bulk, so I can.
and there's flotation and stuff like that. I'm not
Yeah.
too worried about it. Though Ninja does bring up a good point. Being a lifeguard in Galarian must be very stressful. Perception-based skill feat, lifeguard. You at a glance you know whether they can breathe underwater or not.
Yeah, Flesh Warp jumps into the pool. Oh no, are they gonna drown immediately because they can't hold their breath? Or are they just staying under there forever now?
Just living their best life.
Who knows? They're a Flesh Warp, they can do everything.
Vosh and Sunshine, something I can tell you as you're going through the process of like stripping clothes and going through the loot. It looks like someone's gone to the trouble of ripping identifying markers. So a lot of these clothes have been shredded a little bit. So any insignias, any like military markings have been taken off.
They really didn't want people to know.
On the barrels as well, where they would have the stamps for the crown, it has been scratched out.
Matt, does this count as new information for the purposes of making a recall knowledge check?
Yes, because you have different context now.
Okay. I would like to make another recall knowledge check with my sailing lore.
It's definitely some sort of a conundrum, but
Mm-hmm.
this doesn't really help. Like, why
I'm
would
just
anyone do
rolling
this?
so badly?
You know how more hero? Oh, right, secret checks.
Secret.
Could have been a success. And I'm just giving you information as context. It does feel weird. And as I described, the stamps were actually scratched out.
Definitely wasn't Miranda Bay,
No.
because they would have taken the flag at the very least.
Correct.
I mean, having a Dordish flag, that's useful. You can sell that.
For 100 gold piece of flag.
Well, not everyone knows about the bounty yet.
Has it? I thought it was made public like soon after we left.
Soon after. So it'll be public knowledge by now, I guess.
So
I'm going to take the clothes and the flag off of Sunshine and
Yep.
get to work on using the clothes as material to repair the flag.
the
Whoa.
flag is
It is. There are
in
like
the
ashy
ship's
scraps.
dash.
Yeah. I just need it to look good enough, preferably from a distance.
You could probably just make a new flag.
Yeah. Either or.
Easier.
I mean, you have a flag as well.
I think we want a second one.
Squeeze me?
But-
You want me to give up my memento?
Oh, this is for another one? Oh, okay. This is for the gambit later on?
Yes, this is for the gambit. Also, it's a memento.
Also-
Alright. Yep.
Let's head off. We got
Heading
all our
off?
stuff.
Cast off! We'll pull in... Yeah, that Rune of Returning idea, that's such a good idea.
Alright. Well, let's activate the archipelago.
Don't you mean the archipelago, Matt?
Archipelago?
The archipelago?
I love me an archipelago.
I love me archipelago.
At some point, I might ask Sola for some heals.
You
I
got
need to
it.
Get a long
Thank you.
rest.
Now, I do have a question. How close do you want to get to the fort?
We don't want to go by the fort.
We are not going by the fort.
So very far
I-
away.
Yeah.
So where's the expected travel path of this merchant convoy?
Yeah, we're taking out the merchant convoy.
From what you were assuming, it was coming down, like, through here? Nope, it's not letting me.
Because
Fine,
we want to
we'll do it
catch
this
the
way.
tail end of it, more specifically the interceptor first.
Well, from your estimates, it was going to be around here.
Cool. Then I will hook us there.
Because as far as most people are aware, Snakehead Island is actually unoccupied.
Except for the snakes.
They're
Except for
wrong,
snakes.
but
Well, you don't know if Captain Asher has anyone there at the moment.
So
do
that's
I
a
need
couple days
to,
though, right?
That is a couple of days, so you'll be back up to full hit points.
Do you need me to roll another navigation check or?
You got a critical success earlier, so
Yeah. Okay.
I think you're good.
Okay.
To rest and do daily preparations? The hell this?
Alrighty.
All that said, let's move you a little bit.
Let's take an interceptor.
Now, too soon for the flawless plan?
I think now is the time for the flawless.
Now is the time, I believe.
Now is the
Seems
time.
we are on our way to intercept the interceptor. All right. The flawless plan, as drawn by me in MS Paint
Oh yeah.
earlier in the
It was
week.
so fun. I was there for part of it.
You and Nick were both integral parts of this. And Jules was most likely busy with exams and or work.
I'm also just role playing Mosh really hard, and he's just gonna show up and do what he's told.
Okay.
Method acting.
So, the incredible plan that is most definitely going to be flawless and not have any bad stuff happening. We have the expected layout of the convoy formation, which is the merchant ship flanked by 4 gunboats. On the horizon, off in the distance, within eyeshot of the merchant ship, will be the interceptor. The plan. First, we will attempt to surreptitiously board the interceptor by flying a crown flag. Upon boarding, we will either eliminate or recruit the crew. From that point onwards, with whatever crew we can, we will split forces with our handy-dandy crew of Brolix, Keo, Wendy, and the 3 unnamed people that the pirates will maintain the crew of the Melody's Wake. That will take us on to phase 2 with the rest of us party members staying on the interceptor. From that, the Melody's Wake will veer off to the supposed south, because we don't really have. I mean, I guess north is gonna be. Where's my free? This away.
I'd have, yeah.
North will be technically that away, so they'll be on the west. As the interceptor catches up to the merchant ship.
Yep.
And it'll kind of be a rinse and repeat, with the exception of this time we definitely want crew from the merchant, and we want to capture the ship without raising the suspicion of the gunboats. Once we have successfully achieved that, any dissidents will be either executed or loaded onto longboats and ditched. From that point, whilst we're doing that, the Melody's Wake will attempt to draw off 2 of those gunboats on the western side, in the hopes that by removing gunboats from the equation, if stuff does go wrong, we've got less gunboats firing upon the merchant ship and the interceptor. If those things do go wrong, meaning less loss of cargo and valuables on that merchant ship, meaning we get more money and more loot.
And also, if something goes wrong, Sunshine is gonna peel off.
Well, yeah, that, and on success of phase 2, phase 3 begins, where the merchant ship and the interceptor then take out the remaining gunboats, and we regroup, rendezvous, however you want to spell it. Where is the rest of my plan? It's up here. Here we go. Which will then take us to phase 4, where we return to Miranda Bay to handle the exchange of goods and settle the transfer of command of any of these acquired vessels, which will likely either spell the interceptor or the merchant vessel being given to any of those cooperative Crown sailors. If they decide to join Miranda Bay, then that's them. If they decide to spin a story and go back to the Crown claiming that they reclaimed the interceptor, then that's all down to them. We don't particularly care.
To hunt them again.
Yeah, I mean, we don't particularly care as long as we get to keep the merchant ship. If they want to come back after spinning that story, realizing, us capturing this ship back was not that worthwhile, so we're going to come back to Miranda Bay and serve you again. That's an ideal outcome, but not an expected one.
Not
But
expected.
yeah, most of it is give them a ship that we can't really use so that we can keep more of the booty for ourselves. Because if we give them, say, like 30 gold between them, they'll be their sailors. They ain't going to see that much gold in the rest of their life.
No, absolutely not.
And that's
One
spare
successful
change for us at this stage.
one successful voyage as a pirate pays like years out of a usual naval man's
Of
wage.
just of a typical topman or a midshipman, it ain't much of a living.
Nah.
Also, all I'm saying is good luck trying to spin the story that they've reclaimed the Interceptor flying with no colors approaching a crown ship. Sounds like a fast way to a watery grave.
Yeah, look,
Oh, I feel like we give them a flag if that was their route that they were going to take, and give them a Miranda Bay flag.
Oh.
Because I mean, I'm sure if we give them a Miranda Bay flag rather, that they'll be quite pleased of their so-called exploits, that they won't dig into it further.
Fair enough.
It's like, hey, look, they tried to do this, but
we won.
we stopped them.
Yatta.
There's no evidence of it, sort of, but we stopped them. It was that Melody's Wake folk, you know, those ones.
There were no witnesses.
The ones with the crazy fucking plant.
Also, now that we're gonna claim a bounty for taking down a pirate ship, we're just gonna quickly take off from port again. Please don't ask any questions.
I mean, yeah, if they quickly take off, like, obviously, I say obviously as if these sailors are going to be as intelligent as this plane is. Maybe they would do that and they immediately get shot down because that was sus as. But that's the plan, and hopefully it gets executed perfectly, and all our rolls are natural 20s, and Matt rolls nothing but nat 1s.
All right.
Hopefully.
Let's get into execution. Phase 1.
Let's get to executing phase 1. Okay, what
Let's
I need
get down to business.
to defeat the sun. How are you approaching with the Melody's Wake? Dwardish flag, obviously, but
we
are
will
you
be
doing
flying a
anything else?
Dwardish flag, and we will be endeavoring to catch the wind to get within semaphore distance for the interceptor.
Yep.
Probably
I would
from
love it if-
behind the interceptor, so that we're definitely out of eyeshot from the merchant ship and
Yep.
the gunboats.
I would just love if the wind is just not playing nice for anyone. We're just tacking for hours, just trying to get close.
Please help. Sunshine has all the rats in the coat.
Yep.
And is wearing like that hat that Sola had made him for the party. Just
Aw.
trying to keep a low profile and not look like the dreaded seaweed person.
I mean, dreaded's a little bit harsh, but
Dreaded.
understood.
You don't
Oh
even
my
have
God,
any
your knuckles the
dreadlocks.
echidna.
Oh no.
All right, I do actually have to watch Sonic 2 again. That was a great movie. Just the Sonic
Or-
movies in general.
Or you watch the Snapcube live fan dub of the Sonic games.
Anyway,
on the moon.
Those are fantastic.
you will start approaching the interceptor, and I need to do a quick thing. You don't have to worry about it too much. It's fine. Yeah, we make it secret. There we go.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Now, I do need a deception check from someone.
Oof, okay.
Of course, someone else can aid on this. I'm not sure if any of you are trained in deception.
No.
I am.
No.
Mosh is a very, very hard in his sleeve kind of guy. Never dreamed of deceiving anyone.
Could I use sailing lore to aid by trying to point out the way the crown does semaphore?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Then I will do that.
Do you want this secret or do you want this not secret?
Whoa. I've done their perception check secret, so
You are aided. So add a plus
I am
one.
aided. I have a +1.
sorry, I should... Yes, okay, I have their perception DC, sorry. Because they're being passive with this at the moment. You're actively
Yeah, I was about to
disguising
say,
yourself.
Matt, did you roll?
Contested roll?
Contested roll?
So was this a public roll?
Yes, it is a public roll. I have their DC.
And this is why I wanted the hero points.
Oh, much better. Not that you have much choice in the matter.
I am down to 1 hero point.
What, you scared?
Yes.
Looks like I do have to move it over to this map.
Loading.
Success. Yes. Oh.
Oh, I forgot to do the thing.
Oh.
I forgot to put your tokens on the board.
Oh.
So you are currently not mounted. Have fun with that. Now, what are you communicating via semaphore? Now, in the Pulses Archipelago, semaphore is usually a combination of the standard means, like using flags and stuff, but people do also use other magical means, such as prestidigitation or illusions.
Are we going
Or-
backwards?
Sola's hand. Our ships
We
are
are.
moving,
Yes.
walking,
We are
don't
moving
worry
backwards, that's
about
fine.
it.
Sola's just at the end, just making the beeping noises.
The motion of the ocean and the wind is pushing the waves forward faster than we are proceeding. There you go.
There we go.
No.
No one should have given
How
me this
we-
much power.
How are we doing semaphore? What are we communicating?
Yep.
I didn't think about this specific bit.
Just,
Probably.
Sola puts her hand up to your face.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we want to just say basically
What are you shoving your hand in my face for?
crown ship running low on supplies, permission to join convoy? Something like that?
Ooh.
Come aboard.
You know what?
Come aboard to discuss convoy?
Yes. Requiring aid
Yep.
after combat. And if they ask later, we can specify Sea Devils, which is not a lie.
That is not a lie. You're quite correct in this.
Is the intent behind it a lie? Absolutely. But all we have to do is get alongside them and get them to stop.
You get a response back via semaphore.
Hmm.
Please code red, blue, green. Now, you have the sailing knowledge to know that they're asking for a code to be shown in red, blue, and green. It is the order that matters, though.
Gonna do a little bit of Dawson law.
Oh!
Critical success.
You're not 100% sure, Solar, but you know that these, like, 3 color codes tend to be pretty basic, so not as obvious as red, blue, green, and they usually just reverse the order.
Green,
So-
blue, red.
Yeah.
I feel bad, but like, I do it.
You flash the colors, and there's some discussion on the deck of the ship, and they start to stand down. And you get the signal that you can approach. Would you like me to drag you all closer? I
Yes,
feel that might be
please.
easier.
At this stage, I'd probably use that hat of disguise that we've got.
Okay.
We still have that in the stash, right?
I'm gonna move you.
Yeah, it's still in
Yeah,
the
we
stash.
do.
We haven't sold it yet.
Let me just invest that real quick so I can actually use it.
They're not coming to a full stop though.
Have they slowed to the point where it would be safe to board?
Not really. You're also, this is definitely a military vessel,
Mm-hmm.
So they're happy to
Obviously.
do some. They're happy to do some assistance, but they're still a little bit cagey about the situation. Speaking of, one of the sailors calls out from the vessel and goes, "What damage has your ship taken? Do you need us to send a
Aye.
carpenter?"
It ain't be the ship that sustained damage, but the crew. We're in need of a medic or a doctor.
Oh, I like that. Give me a deception.
So a carpenter then.
Well, no, this is a crown vessel. They have an
Uh,
onboard surgeon.
Seeing as we've gotten this close, I would have imbibed my... Where is it? My
Silver tongue?
Silver tongue mutagen.
Yep, that's completely okay. Love that
How I
ASMR.
need to put that effect on me. Is that on me? That's on me. Wonderful. I'm now dumb for crafting, lore, occultism, and society checks, guys.
Oh no.
Okay.
Deception. Do you want this public or hidden?
We're gonna do public. You got a hero point left.
This is why I
Use it.
wanted. Any of your critical failures become failures instead. I still don't want that to be the case. That's much better.
Oh, that is beautiful.
So I'm now out of hero points.
Just
are in
so
fact out of
everyone
hero
in
points.
chat knows.
I don't like that.
If you die, this would be terrible. Whatever would happen.
Oh, Sunshine would get the ship. It'd be great.
But yes, at the moment, I would have the trappings of a lieutenant.
Would you be
so-
going aboard?
If they slow down enough for that to not be an issue between the two vehicles, yes.
Yes, they will slow down. They will slow down enough.
Wonderful. Are we now beside them?
Yes. I'll drag you a little bit closer.
Yes.
They haven't come to a full stop, but you get the feeling that's just not gonna happen.
Yep. Then I and Solar will go aboard at this stage.
Who and Solar? Who's injured or who's pretending to be injured?
No, we're trying to bring the doctor onto our ship.
Oh,
Presumably, the injured crew person is below decks.
Yeah, we
Right,
don't want
I
to
gotcha.
like if someone's got a broken leg or a spinal injury, you don't move them.
well, that is very true. You did get a success.
I like to
Particularly
think-
trying to move them across two boats.
I like
Two
to think
ships.
as we were discussing this plan, we got to this part, Solar just started walking below deck, and it's just like, I'm going to break someone's leg.
Suddenly, the extra crew
three-
goes missing.
The three pirates are very concerned.
All right. Well, the surgeon does prepare himself. He has his little go bag for these kind of situations. He will
Wonderful.
have.
Am I on the deck of their ship now?
You can be on the deck of their ship if you're going to be
Wonderful.
assisting with this transfer.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Yep.
Before he actually does come across,
I don't want to move you either.
where is my scroll?
Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
And this is where I will be using this.
See, I've already considered the internal morale for this ship as well. I have it in my notes. And we had this discussion about him earlier.
Yep.
I'd like to know what's happened to the traits. They don't seem to be coming up.
I think it's because I'm clicking the send button as opposed to casting the spell or putting it into chat directly.
No, fair enough. That's easy. You've been given a hero point by chat, by the way.
Yes. Thank you very much, Chad. I appreciate that. And I will attempt to use diplomacy to start my speech.
Well, I believe they have to do a will save.
Yes, they will have to do a will save or be fascinated. Hang on, let me
Vessel.
just add the spell into my spell list real quick to make this a bit easier. Throw.
They do have a pretty good.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to open it up. Here we go.
Sunshine will take the helm, considering Archie has.
They do have a pretty good will save. There is a lot of them, but that's a failure because your DC is 21, isn't it?
Correct. Yes. The
It
spell-
uses
the-
your DCs if it's a scroll.
Yeah, the item bonus doesn't apply to the spell. That's what I was getting.
So that is a failure on their end. I'm aware that I have a villain point, but I'm kind of liking where this is going.
Yeah, remember, this is just enabling the rest of the plan. This isn't even the plan yet.
Well,
It's just step one.
welcome aboard the Crown Naval ship, the Sun Chaser. The captain introduces himself as Captain Frankus.
I beckon across Sunshine and let him
I'm goodwill, but thank you.
pass over the helm to thing.
To
So that
Sunshine?
Mosh, Sunshine, and Solar and I are all on the boat, whereas Wendy and
Okay, yep.
the hangers-on hang on.
Select my dude.
Ahem.
Over there. Select my other dude. Get over here.
I mean, that's looking good on stream, so I'm fine with that. And the rest of your crew will be taking over on the Melody's Wake, which is fine. This was all a part of the plan originally.
Greetings, crew of the Sun Chaser. I am Captain Archie of the Melody's Wake, and I petition your aid for a most noble endeavor that I request from you all. My request is a humble one. Join me and my crew and serve in the bounties benefiting all for the purposes of liberating these seas from aberrant and unlawful maneuvers made by some surreptitious folk that have been invading these waters, utilizing the crown as a front.
Whoa. I mean, that sounds like a diplomacy to me.
It is a diplomacy check.
'Cause there's no deception in there.
I am not fooling no one.
Wait,
Yes, Sola?
wait, just 1 second. I want to see if I can aid in this.
Good, get
You
good.
need to do sign language for anyone that's mute. Mute or deaf.
Or
Could
just
do a
doesn't.
get good as well. Guidance it.
Guidance is an option.
Mixtape madness.
Madness.
Musical accompaniment, really?
Just, have the music swell as he's giving his speech.
Da 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 da.
I don't have good speech music on in the background at the moment. Oh wait, no, I've got an idea. Hang on.
You got an idea? That's terrifying.
Yeah,
Sola.
Persona 5 Royal.
Yeah, no, that works. Give me the 8 check. Performance by the looks of it. DC is 15.
I don't think it's an 8. I think it just provides bonus.
Well, if you want an 8, it'll still come down to performance.
Okay.
That is a success. I forgot you're trained in performance.
I have all this music-based spells. Of course, I'm trained in performance.
You would have got a +1 for that aid, but it won't matter too much. So you have the +1, Archie.
+1 circumstance.
Correct.
Do I get a +1 status?
For the musical accompaniment,
I mean, the musical apartment is just for performance checks.
it is just for performance checks.
Oh, at the GM's discretion, it provides us to deception, diplomacy, and
I'm
intimidation.
thinking about it. You know what? Considering the situation, I'm kind of down.
Hooray! All the numbers. Yes! Yes!
I think they're
Wow,
mutinying.
okay.
Your unfair treatment at the hands of your officers will end if you decide through this particular endeavor that you no longer wish to be part of my crew, then you can part ways. You will be given part bounty and the option to elect a new captain for yourself and take the ship your way. If you choose to hang on and be part of my crew on an ongoing basis, you may even get to captain the ship up and be part of an extended family.
There is a look of tension among the crew of the Sun Chaser, as you currently have them fascinated with Enthrall. So it is hard for them to actually look at other people, but you can tell that some of the crew are trying to kind of look to the captain for guidance on this.
Sunshine will stroll over to the captain.
The captain, for his part, looks like he's considering it. The captain will look to you, Archie.
Mm-hmm.
You're pirates, right?
Aye, we be in the service of non-aligned entities.
He seems to be sizing up your group. The Unfold didn't work on him as much as it did on the rest of his crew. But he's definitely kind of looking all of you over and kind of weighing out the options here.
We'll draw, so Sunshine for this endeavor thought that the boarding pike would look a little suspicious, being like twice his size.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So he opted for work in progress, which he will pull out of its sheath about 2 inches, letting the smoke trickle onto the deck.
Though piracy be our method of income, our methods of interaction need not be so hostile.
So what's your plan, pirate?
I'm marking this as my prey, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, no, yeah. You're right, I figured it.
Our plan, liberate these ships, redistribute the services and supplies to those in need, and be on our merry way.
So I'm assuming you're going for the King's Bounty?
Indeed, we'll also be searching your ship for any presence of aberrant shells.
What do you mean by aberrant shells?
I'm sure Sunshine has like a drawing of Arcata just at
Sunshine
the ready.
sheaths the sword, pulls out both hands his notebook, and eagerly flips to the numerous diagrams he has about the Akata life cycle.
Goes
ready
through
to
the
educate.
goes through the glossary section of the bestiary section of the Hoist the Colors adventure path and starts
Yeah,
flipping
basically.
through the Arcata entries.
I am working on a bestiary for it. It's getting a little bit nuts. He kind of looks it over, and as he starts looking it over, he reaches into like his coat pocket and pulls out a pair of spectacles.
As soon as he reaches, one hand immediately returns to the sword.
He puts his hand up and like he's patting his like chest pocket to indicate, there's no weapon in there. And he just kind of pulls out a pair of spectacles and puts them on as he examines it and goes, "This is a pretty far work."
Sadly, some compatriots of yours have been quite thorough in their attempts to destabilize the local economy and folk around these parts.
He kind of looks around to his crew, and once again, he's kind of sizing up the situation. I have no love for this assignment, nor do I have much in the way of love for the merchant ship in general. I do, however, have a very strong fondness for my crew.
Aye, and we mean no ill will against any of you. If any of you decide that you are in disagreement with this scenario, then you may board your longboats and head towards where's Snakehead Island? It's like what?
It's west.
Half a half a day's
maybe a day at the most,
yeah,
depending on
and
how
head
the-
west to Snakehead Island and find shelter for the time being until you can signal for a collection.
You're going to be pretty thorough with this job, aren't you?
Indeed.
He kind of steps up a little bit to Archie. Not too aggressive, like he's not up in your space, but he's definitely kind of like standing captain to captain. There was a time, give it 10, 20 years ago, where I would have put you all down right now. Things have changed, and
Try.
I'm not a babysitter. So how about we do this instead? Me and mine leave. We sail away. You do whatever you want to do with the King's Bounty, and we will go back to port and we will claim it as lost.
The crew seem to be reacting. Do they seem to be more on the captain's side or more on
They seem
Archie's
pretty
side?
loyal. Like,
Okay.
now that you're kind of looking them over, you get the feeling he's had this crew for a long while now. Career soldier, probably, considering the pins he's got. If
A
the,
counteroffer. Your terms are acceptable, yet we need your ship for this next phase. We need only board the merchant ship. Once we have, you can cast off any gangplanks and set yourselves to slow into the horizon and let us be on our merry way with the King's bounty.
he looks to his first mate and goes, I will discuss this. Stay here. He only steps like a foot or two away, and he starts having a little bit of a whispered conversation with his first mate. If people want to do a quick perception check, can.
Sure. I will.
Perception check.
I will signal to Wendy to pull off and start working on phase 2. Perception. That's what I need. This one.
all right. Archie and Mosh and Solar, they seem to be kind of in agreement with the plan. Apparently, they really do not like this merchant ship,
Okay.
and
Understandable.
there's definitely a bit of hatred towards the idea of, you know, we were a war vessel. We used to hunt pirate ships. We used to fight for the crown, and now we're just escorting merchants. Sunshine, with your natural 20,
Oh, cool.
the captain, Frankus, is basically discussing with his first mate and being like, this is my last assignment.
He's ready to retire.
Yeah, he's ready to retire, and if he comes back empty-handed saying he lost the ship, then it's entirely likely they're just going to demote him, but because of his long service, he won't face charges for it, they'll just retire him.
Okay.
And that would probably leave the ship to his first mate.
Okay.
So he has an ulterior motive for handing it over, or
Okay.
like agreeing to this.
Okay.
Also, you got a critical. Also, Archie got a critical success on the diplomacy. So
Yeah.
there's not much more I can do on that front.
Collaboration.
The captain comes back over and goes, "We will house you 4." He kind of raises an eyebrow. And once you're aboard, we will split off.
I stick my hand out.
And he shakes it. We have an accord. And
I
Capture one of the gunboats.
and with that, I'm going to end the session there. I feel like that's a
We're
good point to end it.
30% of the way through the plan.
You are 30% of the way for the plan. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Yay.
Yeah, sure. Well, the brown stain's definitely enjoyment.
What's wrong, Sam? Did I throw
Definitely not concerned.
did I throw something of a wrench in your plan?
Yeah, a little.
A little? Yeah, no,
I
that's
still kind of want the interceptor.
I think we can take one of the gunboats.
I mean, maybe the first mate will come back. Who knows?
There will be
Take a
other
gunboat
interceptors
as
as
a
well.
Consolation, if we want.
Oh, look, if you really want to, you could probably tow 2 of them.
Sunshine can solo an intercept or a gunboat. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure?
how many crew are on the deck at the moment?
Oh, there's about a dozen or so. That's not
Oh, we could
including
take them.
whoever is down below as well,
Yeah, we could definitely take this interceptor by force if need be.
if need be. I mean, Mosh alone would probably, yeah.
I think,
Look.
yeah, was it 4 criticals in a row?
Yeah,
Tally up
look.
across a bunch of different rounds and combat encounters, yeah.
You've got that soothing tonic on yourself.
I do.
In your inventory. Wonderful. Just making
I'm
sure
not in
we
my
actually
inventory,
have.
but I can grab it. Yeah.
You should probably grab it just in case it does become relevant.
Did
I
it-
don't want it to become relevant.
But just in case, did people pick up potion patches while they were in town?
Potion
not yet.
patches?
I didn't.
What's a
Didn't?
potion patch?
Damn. A potion patch is a great little item. It allows you to apply a potion to your body once per day and then activate it as a singular action, as opposed to having to draw it.
Oh.
It's a fun little item. You can only use one at a time, but it works for potions up to level 10, I think it is.
Oh.
And it's only a level 4 consumable item.
Considering it's an elixir, does that still work?
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured it covers elixirs, potions, and something else. You just can't use it for, actually, no, it only works for potions. I remember that now. It doesn't cover elixirs.
Well, there's always what's-a-majiggy, that retrieval prism that we've got in there.
Otherwise, like I said, I'm going to end the session there. Everyone's had a fun time,
Alrighty.
or at least all good. Thank you everyone for joining us. With our pirates having completed the first part of their plan pretty successfully, you seem to have this captain on side. But you understand, Captain Archie, but that there is a lore of the land and then there's the lore of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And Captain Frankus here seems to be very much a lore of the sea kind of gentleman. But there are still 2 parts left of the plan, or 2 to 3 parts left of the plan to go through. So there's plenty left to go wrong. And it could all go wrong very quickly.
And there's plenty of gunboats for Sunshine to torch.
But if you want to find out what happens, you will have to join us next week at 5:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, where we'll be continuing Hoist the Colors, presented by Tabletop Obscura for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT, with music by Marco Gelfi. Be sure to check me out on all the links and all the socials and all the things. I am nowadays more on Blue Sky than I am on Twitter. Twitter's just gone to hell. Actually, no. Hell is too good a term for what's happened to it.
Fair enough.
Hell in a handbasket.
I get the Twitter notifications. I've been followed by 10 or 20 bots, like in the last 48 hours. It's a mess. So, I'm pretty much just going to stop using it. I might reply to some people and things like that, but... otherwise, the VOD for this will be up within about 48 hours, along with Let's Build a Super Dungeon, the thing that I did on Friday. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. We're going to find someone to raid, but we might do that once I've finished. But, remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone!
Whoa.
Night.